This ain't a game to him. You could be a Bradley's baddie too. You could be a Bradley's baddie too. So join Jovan and get your critical cap on. 'Cause there's a Bradley's baddie inside of me and you.
I was muted. Yow. Hey guys. Hi stream.
Hello everyone. Hey Jovan.
Yo, what up, Ari?
That should have been said in the opposite way.
Yeah, you said hello to the chat before me. R.I.P.
I mean, technically, I
peace.
said hello to you first before
R.I.P.
we
in
even went on the
peace.
street.
Y'all, we are begging and praying for some ugly ass conservatives to pick up the phone and call us. Look, today I'm gonna be hyper vigilant, chat. I don't want mods to do it. I'm gonna be hyper vigilant in the YouTube. I'm gonna offer up ops in the YouTube one chance to call in. And there, if they yes or no, if they don't, they get muted. That's the plan today. 219-327-8005. Since Ari's here, I'm going to add abortion back to the list. I know Ari likes to debate abortion. So let's do, still keep that. Let's put it here. Okay. There we go.
All right.
And then for here, I'm just going to go,
Nothing.
I'm going to go one step further.
What?
So if you want to debate any of these topics, trans men and women are men and women, trans kids deserve gender-affirming care, abortion all 9 months, conservatives have no solution, and God is not real, pick up the phone, 219-327-8005.
I
That's the
know
number.
someone on my Instagram comments today. I was like, here, call in with your with all of your horrible talking points, please.
Ooh, should I post something on Threads? You know how they be doing on Threads.
Threads is like, we all know what Threads is, but it's crazy how infested it got so quickly from the X crowd. You know what I mean? Because that's basically what happened. Is instantly just like so quickly got infested by the X crowd. And that's basically what it is. It's a kind of sort of X version of it anyways. It's so weird.
Post this. By the way, if y'all ain't watched episode 2 of Lanterns, you are missing out. That shit bangs.
Of Lanterns?
Yeah, bangs.
You and Jimmy are always telling me about shows that I probably should watch, and then I just don't, because I don't watch shows. I don't watch stuff.
It bangs. All right. Listen. We need y'all to call in.
Now I gotta go see what you posted on Threads.
Ryan, I see you chirping in the chat. You have one chance, Ryan, to call in. Either call, I'm gonna give you one chance. Yes or no, are you gonna call in? If you say anything other than a yes or no, you are gonna be muted for the rest of the stream.
Oh no! Why y'all trying to do stuff? Or not do things, I guess, technically.
What say it, Ryan? You gonna be a little punk ass bitch?
Let's go look up what Jovan harassed them with.
Straight harassment. We gotta hit them with that straight harassment.
Prove me wrong. Conservatives, Christians, capitalists can't debate. I agree with all of that.
It's because it's true. If they could debate, they would pick up the phone and call in at 219-327-8005.
I like your number. It's so easy.
But they won't do it.
Oh, because they're like, they're afraid of their own shadow. That is the truth.
We got radio silence from Ryan over here.
That's funny. I like how I'll have to open up your chat. But I like how someone asked about moving from previously blue states. Joke's on you. I didn't live in a blue state prior to moving here.
I did. I lived in New York.
Yeah,
Listen, other than the politics, I love Florida. Fucking great. Well, in the heat sometimes.
Beaches. I hate the heat.
Sarah Nightmare said Jovari for the win. Y'all are goated at not
Hell
letting
yeah.
conservatives spew nonsense.
It's a true statement. It's a very true statement. I agree.
Yeah, we got radio silence from Ryan over there. That's embarrassing.
You challenged him and he was like, skirt.
Didn't even say nothing.
All you do is like, I mean, that's all,
Oh, yeah.
all we have to do is just threaten.
Spoiler alert for Lantern Season 2, but I wasn't expecting to see a dick in a DC show. Did we see dick in Peacemaker?
Like, actually,
I was
the
shook.
full
No, yeah, we
member?
saw full dick. We saw full dong for the first time, I think, in a major superhero production from one of the big two.
That's
Did we see dick in
insane.
Deadpool? I don't think we saw dick in Deadpool.
No, they just made jokes about it.
Balls,
That's it.
technically.
That's insane, actually.
Forrest just said,
I'd say
fuck
I
you,
can't.
Javon. Ask Forrest why he's racist. No, yeah, we got full dick. To be fair, it was a dead
That's
dick.
insane.
And I can't tell if dead dick makes it worse. Let's go see what Forrest's bitch ass is saying. He's mad because I went live too. He doesn't own this time frame.
Want to know, what is this?
What did he
It
say?
Don't
does.
go
It really
together.
does. Probably racist too, if we're being honest, trans folks. And they're just transphobic and anti-feminist, and probably racist too, if we're being honest. Because like both of us, as,
It all
as
goes together.
scientists are, yeah, it
Ooh,
really
all
does.
goes
It
together.
really does. So go let Jovan know that he's transphobic and racist, and that's
True.
why he's streaming at the same time. Specifically, he's probably racist against white people, if we're being very honest.
True. Holy shit.
But I also want to know.
True. Goddamn, Forrest knows me so well.
Dang, Forrest with he's got your receipt, huh?
Not Forrest believing in reverse racism. And transphobic for streaming when Forrest is Forrest
But that's
co-host
on
trans?
Thursday.
Who is that? I actually don't know who that is that he's co-hosting with.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Roxanne? I don't think I've ever heard of her. I should not have assumed.
I never seen her before
Actually-
in my life.
Have they been?
I don't know, but tell Forrest, reverse racism isn't real, and he needs to stop crying his white tears.
Oh my god, that's funny. Is it?
219-327-8005, y'all, for the people who want to call in. We got a bunch of topics on the board.
A bunch of them. That's funny. It's not okay. It's just more about the fact that it's really hard to, let's just say, stream around everyone else's schedule. That's nearly impossible. So like you just can't expect it.
By the way, yes, there was nudity in Peacemaker, but was there dick?
Oh.
I don't remember dick. Seeing a boob is nothing on TV, right? Like seeing it, like how many boobs have
That's
we seen
so
on TV?
minor.
Was there dick?
A lot. I've seen a lot of boobs on TV, actually.
I genuinely don't know if it's better or worse to see dead dick. Like the dick was on a dead man.
Oh, I don't know, because I don't think I'd want to see that. You know what I mean? I think that's the one thing I definitely would not want to see.
True, but why not? You never know.
Why? Because I just don't want to see it on TV. I don't know. Listen, they're not, they call it bumping uglies for a reason, right? We'll just put it that way.
What?
What?
Gabriel, you have one chance. Either call in or don't. If you comment anything that's not just yes, I'll call in, you're just gonna get muted for the show. I'm not doing audience chirpers anymore. So this is your one and final chance. Any comment other than a yes or no, I will call in, will just get you muted for the show.
Call in, guys.
I'm so tired of comment chirpers. Y'all are so boring.
They're the worst, right? Like it's you guys are just
They're chickens.
keyboard warriors.
Yeah, they're chickens.
Chickens. Elizabeth Warren actually cooed like a chicken, clucked like a chicken in Congress at, was it Tim Scott or Tom Tillis? One of them asked a question, was like, can anyone in here tell me X, Y, Z? And she's like, I can answer. And he just continued to talk over her. And she's like, oh, well, I can answer because he asked it again. And so then she just went, and just like balked on screen. It was hilarious.
Potentially. Yo, I finished my Lego set.
What'd you
For
build?
anybody who I was building the Legos all yesterday and today.
Yeah, what did you build? I have no patience. Oh, it's a growl. No, yes, Arcanine. I almost said Growlithe. I'm like, hold on. W Legos. It's so cool.
Guys support
pretty awesome.
ICE.
Why?
West, if you're an op, call in or you're gonna get muted for the whole show. TBH.
Jovan's just like not playing with y'all, and you should
No,
really
I don't
learn.
give a fuck about the ops anymore. Like you're not gonna just chill in the chat. Either call in or go watch a different show. I don't give two fucks. You can still watch this, you just won't be able to comment. I'm not playing these games, bro. Two more? Who are they? Point them out to me.
Oh. Aki's
I
gonna
got
be
this
on
one I
your
have to put
butts.
together too.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool too.
Yeah. I don't know when I want to put it together, but I have to put it together.
The Mario. I would never take advice from somebody who spends all day building Lego sets. A, who's offering you advice. B, cry harder. And C,
Yeah,
call the
literally
number
not
on the
offering
screen.
advice.
Yeah, this is like, wait, I
Mookie.
didn't.
But second of all, it's not my fault. I like fun and you don't.
That's true too.
What's
Like,
fun
come
for
on
you?
now.
Watching drywall?
I mean, probably. And the
Mookie,
installation
call
that
in or
goes
you're
in
gonna get
every time.
muted.
Do it.
All right, Wes, I told you what would happen. You're muted now. Enjoy not being able to talk for the rest of the show. Pansy ass.
Oh no. Just kidding.
Bye, Wes. Nobody cares about you.
Wait, what?
Who else? Who else wants to get got, bro? I'm not playing these games. Like the live, by the way, guys.
See, someone just made a good point in my. Someone who can pay all their bills while building Legos all day has something figured out that we don't have figured out.
Listen, we love our bread, we love our butter, but most of all, we love each other.
Yeah, obviously, guys. You got something figured out.
I
We're
choose
getting
to
there.
believe Trump is afraid of birds. Yo. That's crazy.
I'm trying to think based on what exactly?
Nah, I'm about it. Let's just put random rumors about Trump.
I mean,
But
I
like
don't
really
disagree.
weird ones. Trust fund?
There we go.
I fucking wish I had a goddamn trust fund.
That'd be nice. Make it easier.
God damn, it would make so much easier, yo.
Just be like, I just pull from it when I feel like it at any point. Listen, guys, so someone just said birds don't exist. I went to an aquarium, which you wouldn't think that aquariums would have birds just based off of the name, but they do. You know what I mean? And we went to a bird show and they addressed the whole birds are just flying cameras thing. can't say that they did it convincingly for some of y'all, but it's definitely I believe in birds. I don't know about y'all.
I didn't just build Legos all day. I was writing a script for most of the day. For my next video essay, and it's a fucking banger. Holy shit.
Oh,
I'm actually
good.
so lit about it.
I only saw it in your because Yoshi was like, don't forget about your script. And then Jeff came in like, so I heard you had a script.
Yeah, I gotta finish it. Supreme Court just approved Trump's executive order to not allow mail-in ballots. We're fucked. Okay, so that's technically not what the executive order is.
Yeah.
It's just mail-in ballots can only be mailed out to registered voters. Which I don't technically have an issue with that. It's kind of a useless executive order. Like it doesn't do anything.
It is. Because I think people, and I don't know about all states, but I know the majority of states that when they mail them something out in regards to voting, it's not actually a ballot that you can mail back to say I'm voting for this person, but it's registering to vote. That's typically what it is. And USPS, there's an active lawsuit barring the executive orders from Donald Trump. They wrote their own.
Chris Scully, call in. I'm giving you right now is your chance. 219-327-8005. Right now is your chance to call in. Otherwise, you will be muted for the rest of the show. Sorry, continue, Ari.
USPS is currently involved in a lawsuit because of Donald Trump's executive orders. And then they wrote their own policy saying that we're going to follow his executive order. And now they're mad because the judge said, well, you did that after hours on Friday when the courts went home. So now you need to show up in court within the next 2 days and write me a reason as to why you did that. Also, how about this for starting rumors about Trump? We've never seen him on a ladder. So he's afraid of those.
Wait, that one's actually really fucking good. Holy shit, that's funny.
Thank you, California.
That's genuinely very fucking funny.
I like that one too.
I've never seen Trump on a ladder.
I'm
not in the mood to be lectured. All right, then you're muted. I'll stream. Thanks for joining us. Next time,
we have seen him in a catering cart though, so we know he likes those.
Oh my god, my next piece of merch is ready. Do you want to like the new design?
Show it.
I'll drop it in the Discord for you and the mods to see, but everybody else has to wait until it gets where did I put it? Here it is. Hold on, I gotta actually like put it in there.
No sweat.
Here's my merch folder. Here it is.
That's funny. Do you think Qatar paid for that cart for him to hide in? Yes. Most definitely.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Peep this. This is the new merch. Merch is Christmas merch. All on God, guys. It's also like 1 month until we start the toy drive again.
Ooh, that'll be nice.
All right, I dropped it on
that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. With the box too.
Like, is it a shirt or a mug? It'll be multiple things.
You have the option to put it on everything. Whoa, I did not mean to zoom in. What happens when you click too much?
You guys can call in 219-327-8005. The toy drive this year, last year I did 100 families. So I delivered toys to 100 families. I'm shooting for 150 to 200 this year. That's the goal. 150 to 200 families. I'm going to start deliveries in December.
Yep.
Because last time I did deliveries like 2 weeks before Christmas and it was fucking murder. So I'm going to start the deliveries like once December hits. Yeah, hand delivering again. So it's going to be for local families here in Central Florida. Ari has already volunteered, but she doesn't know it, to drive down and help do deliveries. She doesn't know that she volunteered for this, but she volunteered for this.
How How about I can do it in my area of Florida?
Well, then I'd have to bring the presents to you.
Oh. Wait, are they? Okay.
I still have 3 crates from last year that are still filled with toys. So I've already got a jump start this year.
Well, that works. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't realize that.
I'll finish the debate critique tomorrow. We'll do the second half of that thing tomorrow. I have to figure out, last year the older kids got pretty stiffed, so I really got to make sure that there's gifts for like teens, like 15 to 18. Just got to think of what they might want.
Okay. So girls might want makeup. I'll also ask the 15-year-old
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
No, I think we had some makeup kits last time.
Yeah. That would be my guess, is like a kit for girls. Or
We did a lot of art stuff, like a lot of art supplies.
I know my stepdaughter would love that. So I agree with that one. I can ask her about what she thinks other 15-year-olds would want.
I think I'm gonna shoot for doing an event with the Santa Claus and like get a bounce house and do like meals for families.
Ooh.
Along with the toy drive. I really wanted to do that last year, but I started that late. I have tons of time to plan that for December this year. If I do like a barbecue plus get a bounce house. Okay, Dusty, you're muted too. Fuck you. Go back to watching on the line. I really don't give a fuck. Bye. Come into my chat and be like, oh, this is boring. Bye.
Cry harder.
The fuck?
Someone made, okay. For teenage girls, nail polish, press on nails. If
We did a bunch of headphones last year.
Yep, that makes sense.
We still have a lot of books, but not like older kid books.
I don't even know what they're reading nowadays.
Anthony, either call in or stop chirping in chat. I'm not doing chirpers today. You will get muted. Guys, like the stream. Come on, like the stream. If you get in here, like it. Hit the like button.
Thumbs up, guys. Hit that thumbs
Anthony
up. I don't
said,
know what y'all doing.
"Well, you got what you wanted. Now 2 ex-NBA players are declaring for the didn't the WNBA already said they're not letting them play?
Oh, yeah.
They're not allowing them in.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, so look, so there we go. Beautiful. My favorite thing is when people go, oh, we want to keep men out of sports, except for this one instance where we want to put men in sports. Like,
So I
what?
go just to prove a point.
The point is you guys are assholes. That's the point.
Yeah, they released that okay, well, at least it was reposted by Yahoo today. From Front Office Sports. Yeah.
Anthony, either call in or you get muted for the whole stream. It's just pretty much it. I'm not letting chirpers. I'm not letting chirpers today.
They called the recent declarations of the two men simply publicity stunts and said that the league is not going to give oxygen to efforts designed to mock the league or use this topic to demean and marginalize others.
Can you send me that?
Yeah, they're citing an anonymous source, unfortunately, but bop that in there.
Well, yeah, why give water? Like, why even give water to him? Like, this is why people are like, oh, can we talk about this? I'm like, why? Why would I give water to the, like, it's very clearly performative nonsense.
Yep. Because, like, they're not doing it for real. Even if they were allowed to play, they probably wouldn't actually do it.
People got to remember one thing, and one thing very, very specifically. I believe the only thing you got to do to be a woman is to have an internal gender identity that aligns with your schema on female. But if you are lying, I think it's also okay to call out people that lie. Oh, Mr. J-Dub, you got muted, and unless you're gonna call in, you're gonna stay muted for the rest of the stream. So all you got to do now is call. That's it. I didn't hear the target audience for the gifts other than children. Well, because it's a toy drive for kids. 0
Yeah.
to 18. Last year we did baby stuff. We did clothes. I had a bunch of families who were like, we really need clothes. So I went to Walmart and
valid.
bought clothes for like a shit ton of families. This year I'm going to try to also get food. I would really love what I'd really love is for each. So I think all the money I make October, November will get put into a pot to do this.
Okay.
But I'd love
That's pretty
to
awesome.
pad each thing with a bag of Christmas dinner. Like ham or turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes. Like I'd really like to pair like that. What a crop. See you later then, Mr. J-Dub. You knew the rules. It was call in or get muted and you just started chatting again. Bye. I think I give a
Why
fuck.
is that all y'all know how to do?
I give a fuck. Call in. Don't be fucking pussies.
Yeah. It's just why do you think that's all like why aside from hearing your voice, why should we give you air in the comment section?
I do have to figure out what to do because now that Amazon leaks your city, when you're like doing a wish list, I gotta
Yep.
either get a PO box or I have
Yep.
to do like a fulfillment center near me and just have them all shipped there.
Thank you for reminding me that I need to finish my follow-up video on that specifically.
Car seats are expensive. Yeah, but a car seat like that runs the whole budget. Maybe you know what we could do? Because
Yeah.
I don't want the toy drive to be the only thing. Maybe the next drive is we do a car seat drive, like in the next quarter. So this quarter, October, November, December is the toy drive. Maybe spring we do a car seat drive, and we just get car seats.
Yeah, I was gonna say spring or summer would probably be good.
Jovan lies all the time. I'm literally talking about giving away free gifts to children in need. And I'm like, Jovan lies.
Oh,
Anthony,
cute.
you had
Are
your chance to call
afraid?
in. Now you get muted for the whole stream. You can still watch, can't talk. I don't let chirpers in chat. Now, if you
Boom.
call in, you can then chat the entirety of the rest of the show.
That's all you gotta do. Just use your big boy voice. I assume you have one. Bikes isn't a bad idea either. But those are also super expensive.
We had 3 bikes last year.
Ooh,
We had a Nintendo
pretty
Switch
awesome.
last year. We had like 2 laptops. We went hard. I have there's a video
awesome.
on my channel of me hand delivering a bunch of the toys. I'm gonna try to film more and like make more of a video out of the toy drive this year. But I hope you guys are once again ready for hey. I did a whole intro last year, and everybody, literally every video was people going like, "Hey, did you know Jovan's doing a toy drive for the kids?" Lucy Hayes, thank you for the raid on YouTube. I think that's what that was.
there was a raid on YouTube?
I think so. I think that's what that
What
was.
was the assumption that I made?
Yo, I'm not fucking with Oh, that's a good idea, Dwayne. Auction sites usually sell cheap good bikes. That's a good idea.
Ooh, your local bike shop could help
School
too on
supplies
that.
would make the parents happy, but it would be worse than coal for the kids. We can always just like next back to school season, right?
Yeah.
We just do quarter 3.
Oh, yeah.
We do a back to school drive where we get book bags and fill it with back to school stuff. Diapers. We did some diapers last year. That will be something that I put on the list. Eric, either call in or get muted for the whole stream. This is your one chance. Let me know if you want to call in. Say either yes or no. But if you say anything else, you will get muted for the whole stream.
I'll see you
It
guys
is not
there.
a debate when someone can end the call when they disagree. That's still a debate, you stupid fucking moron. Idiot. I would suggest sketch pads. We did a bunch of sketch pads last year.
No, somebody said puppies. No.
Puppies is crazy.
Because guys, you would have to have permission from the parents to get an animal.
For teachers next school year, I already started planning this with my friend Itchy because he did this year. So I want to do it next year before school. I want to do a big. I just want to do a big barbecue where if you come in with your teacher work ID, you get a free meal, and just teachers can come have a meal on us as appreciation for being teachers.
I think that's cool, honestly.
Come in with your school ID, get a free meal.
Everyone's asking a lot about the school supplies now. It's like, yeah, that's definitely an option that Jovan said for probably start that in the summer months.
Almighty Diplodocus said it's not a debate when it's on a hockey rink and everyone has sticks, then it's a hockey game. Would be a great fucking joke. Holy
funny.
shit. 219-327-8005. We're really muting the shit out of them in the chat today if they're not brave enough to call in.
Yeah. Why should we give them any
Okay. Chat. Okay, I need to talk to you guys really quickly. Okay.
Ooh.
This is a toy drive for kids. I know we want to get parents things, but here's my reason for wanting it to be primarily a toy drive. Because when you get to school and everyone's talking about all the toys they got under the tree and you're the kid who has nothing, it feels like shit. And yes, it might be nice to also get them some socks if we're able to do something like that. But I want to focus on toys because I want kids to have a good Christmas. That's my only thing. So I'll slowly start building I mean, we could start in September. We started getting toys starting in October last year. We could start in September this year if you guys want. Like, we could start early. There's no reason we can't. Last year, when I tell you I had my entire spare room was filled to the brim with toys. And organizing those toys was a bitch.
You enjoyed it to a degree, though.
I really didn't, actually. That was the worst
no.
part. So if you are in
okay,
Central Florida, I'm gonna put out a call for any Central Florida volunteers that I can get. Maybe I'll just do for a few months. Maybe just for the few months of the toy drive. Maybe I just do a storage unit.
That's not a bad idea. Also, there's no taxes on storage units right now. I shouldn't say right now. They removed that tax last year. So if you rent a storage unit, you don't pay taxes on it.
Mike, either call in or get muted in the chat. I don't do chat chirpers tonight. In the morning, I'll do chat chirpers all day. I'm not doing chat chirpers in the evening stream. Either call in or get muted.
Yeah, shouldn't have to. Yeah, Lego sets aren't bad. Sensory.
We had a lot of Legos last year.
Sensory seeking based toys.
Kids love that, like the slimes, those fucking now all the like we're back with stress balls. Stress balls have made a comeback, like hardcore.
We went to one of those
horizontal
surf
streams
shop,
on
like
Twitch.
Yeah, we went to one of like the beach shops, and they had a squishy sensory like rubber ducky, but it wasn't rubber, obviously, and it made me feel so weird. It was the size of like the giant rubber ducky.
You're the one.
I did not like that. That did not
you make bath time
do well.
Lots of fun.
That did not like, my senses did not like that. I was like, oh gosh, get that away from my hands. I did not like that at all.
Billy, thank you for the Venmo. That's crazy though. Wow, you also did the thing again where you didn't put Billy in chat. So the thing, I wonder if I'll just add it here. Well, go ahead and talk, Ari. Hold on.
Oh, I was like, I don't know what's happening right now. I was just being quiet. That's what happens. Sometimes I get mentally distracted. So
there we go.
I challenged. So I know there's going to be a lot of red pill men in this chat somewhere along the line. I encourage you guys to call in and tell me why I, a woman, shouldn't have the right to vote, because that's recirculating a lot right now. I saw so much of that.
We got some calls going, so we're gonna get them. Let me just go pee.
Cool.
We have I know up next we're gonna take Sam's call, and then we might have somebody named Donnie calling in after that. So let me just pee. Ari, entertain chat, and then when I get back, we'll take Sam.
Yeah. So, gosh, it all stems from. I don't want to give air to it, so I'm actually probably not going to go into it, right? But talking about postpartum depression, which is a real thing, okay? And it's not something that's been heavily studied enough by medical communities, because I'm sure a lot of you that are on the left understand that the majority of medicine was based off of men's bodies. We weren't actually, like, women were not even considered in this. The symptoms, women's heart attacks are dismissed in hospitals 9 times out of 10 because they don't present in the same way that men's symptoms do. And that's part of the issue, right? And so it shouldn't surprise anybody when we say that postpartum depression has not been studied to the extent that it could have been studied at. And now everyone's using everything that's going on to say repeal the 19th, blah, blah, blah. Women shouldn't have the right to vote. Women shouldn't have the right to lead, etc. But that's just me. Yeah, white men's bodies. That's true. Medical racism also exists. But guys, hi, I'm Ari, Mermaid Ari Zero everywhere. You guys have seen me on Jovan's show once before. And then, of course, yeah, I know. I had to make it the same across everywhere because TikTok was the only one where I had .Ari. And then I had to change it to...
That's why mine has an underscore.
Oh,
All right,
I
we
didn't
got a
even
call.
Did I try the underscore?
Yeah, that's the reason I had the
I don't know if
underscore
I
is
tried
because I needed my name to match on all platforms.
I'll have to see if that's available. I don't know now.
Coming up to stream, we have Sam, who's calling in from Colorado to talk about abortion being legal all 9 months. Sam, if you can hear me, please provide me with your age and pronouns.
Hey, Bradley. My name is Sam. He, him, and age 30 from Colorado.
All right. Now, Sam, your mic is peaking a little bit. Would you be able to just like hold it away from your face
Is that better?
a little bit? Nothing changed. It actually might have gotten worse.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
Do you have headphones in? Usually that's what does it, is people usually have like their AirPods in or something.
Yeah, I took the headphones out. I don't know. Is that better now?
Yeah. Yep. It instantly stopped peaking.
Significantly.
Perfect. Oh, cool.
All right. So, Sam, we both believe that abortion should be free and legal all 9 months. Do you disagree? And if so, why?
I would disagree with that because, from my perspective, like when do we declare like life is life? Is it on the heartbeat? Is it on the brain function when you have like the first sign of brain waves? So I would say abortion should only be legal up to either the heartbeat when we have clinical proof there's a heartbeat, or there's proof that there's brain activity in the fetus.
Well, so it can be life as early as fucking implantation. It could be life as early as early as fucking the what is it called when the sperm dissolves into the egg. It doesn't matter to me when we place the moniker of life on it, because I would still call it a, no matter whether it's life or not, I would still say abortions are justified.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, some abortions are justified. So all the way up to 9 months, though. So as long as it's in the womb, it's legal all the way up to 9 months, kind of like the Massachusetts law that just passed with the governor.
Yeah, as long as you are pregnant, you should be able to remove that pregnancy at any point.
Okay, well, that makes sense then. So then I would have to like counter with like states, if they're going to have that law all the way up to 9 months, then they should get rid of the idea of like a double homicide if a pregnant woman dies and is pregnant with the fetus.
Well, how many states have that
at
law
that point, because then you kind of just justify we can abort the fetus all the way up to 9 months. So if the lady is pregnant all the way up to 9 months too, it shouldn't be labeled as a double homicide.
How many states have that law?
Can be technically paid for all the way up to 9 months.
Cool. How many states have that law?
For abortion.
No, for double homicide.
Hello.
Wait, can he not hear you? Wait,
I don't
can
know.
you
Hello?
hear? Can you hold on? I wonder if he might not be able to hear you. Let me see.
Oopsie.
Say something, Ari. No.
Hello,
you're-
hello.
Hello.
Do you hear? I'm sorry, Sam. Do you hear Ari or no?
I don't hear Ari. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll try calling back again. It's a good topic. Appreciate you guys debating all this. I'll call back. I think there's a connection issue on my part.
Okay, let's just try calling immediately back. All right.
Okay.
Hopefully not with
I'm
another
gonna pull
peaking
up-
microphone.
I think it's Winnie who's screening right now. I'm gonna pull up a screener
Okay.
and see if they hear you.
That sounds like a
Hello,
great job.
screener.
Oh, hi.
Winnie, can you tell us if you
Ooh.
can hear Ari?
Hello.
Not yet.
Oh, Winnie, how are you?
Still no.
Oh,
Still no. Wait,
Still no.
what?
darn it.
Oh.
What color is your shirt?
push the
Oh.
button.
No.
You gotta push the button.
No, one of my microphone wasn't set to my virtual cable. Okay. Now you should be able to
Oh.
hear Ari.
I
That
can
was
hear
my
you.
fault.
What color shirt is?
All
What
right,
color
Sam,
shirt
if
are you
you're
wearing, Winnie? I'm kidding.
all right,
It's
thank
black.
you, Winnie. I'm glad we figured that
Thank
out.
you.
It was my fault, like it usually is. Sam, if you can hear us, please call back. It was totally my fault. Oh, there's Sam right
Oopsie
there.
daisy.
Let me just pull him straight up. All right, Sam, it was our fault, not your fault. You should be able to hear Ari now.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, I
fantastic.
think I can now.
So Sam, what I was trying to ask you before we realized the technical error was how many states considered a double homicide when a pregnant woman is murdered?
I believe it's somewhere around 10. I'm going to totally guess on that. I don't have the facts in front of me. Should have looked that up. But I believe
No, it's okay.
in some
I know
states-
it.
Okay.
It's actually 38. Okay.
38. Okay.
So in the state that surprisingly has the most restrictive law on it is actually going to be California, where if the woman is at least 7 weeks along, it is considered a double homicide if the mother intended to keep the pregnancy.
Oh. Okay.
So that's why it's considered a double homicide, because the consent of the mother was removed from the equation.
Okay. Okay. So up to 7 weeks in California. But if abortion can be paid out all the way up to like 9 months, does that mean the mother has to determine if she wanted to keep the kid all the way up, or the fetus all the way up to 9 months too? Is what I'm trying to figure out, because if like she can keep it all the way up to 9 months,
let me make sure.
then
Let
it
me make sure
would
you
be a double
understand what
homicide?
we. Let me make sure you understand what we mean when we say this. Right. My complete
Okay.
stance is that after 24 weeks, you can still have abortions, but they should be either inductions of labor or C-sections, because there's no real reason to
Okay.
kill the fetus at that point. It can maintain homeostasis. It's viable. So at that point, that's when we would do that.
Yeah.
All the way up to 24 weeks do the C-section and the other way.
Well, no,
Okay,
after,
so then
after 24 weeks, we do it those other ways, completely up until birth.
completely up till birth. So, I mean, that would make sense. Then I would agree with that up to that point, because if it's the mother's decision and then 24 weeks, there's not like, going different ways of abortion all the way up to this 24 weeks. So as long as it's still the mother's choice, I mean, if it's 24 weeks, it's going to be a C-section abortion, which I guess makes sense that way, the way it is handled. And then it's the mother's choice all the way up to 9 months still, and should be paid for because, it's free health care, I guess, right?
I mean, yes, we would like free healthcare, but we don't have that here in the US.
Right? True. So then I guess I'm just trying to wrap my head around it, because I wouldn't be opposed to like free abortion all the way up to 9 months. I guess my concern is that like if the baby feels pain or whatnot, and when does life get valued as life if just because the mother wants to keep it? Like, why would we want to pay for practically an abortion all the way up to 9 months if the baby can feel pain and that kind of
Well, remember,
science, I
after a certain amount of time, an abortion at 9, an abortion would just be, an abortion
Delivery.
would quite literally just be induction or C-section.
Mm-hmm.
Induction or C-section. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't have a problem with that. You know, it's universal health care is free. I guess, yeah, the only issue would be like, oh gosh, it feels things. So I don't know if that's morally or ethically allowed, you know.
As opposed to forcing women to give birth to fetuses. At that point, they would be babies that are incompatible with life due to a fetal abnormality, and just letting them slowly die minutes, hours to days, up to months after birth.
Right. Yeah, this makes some sense now. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Why would you want to support something if it's just going to, you know, decease after it's born? You know, it would make sense to not put the mother through the trauma and all the implications of childbirth, but to move the fetus along and out of, you know, harm's way of the mother. That would make sense. I guess, yeah, you guys have a point. Abortion up to 9 months is just like, I don't know. How much are we willing to, you know, say, oh, we had the kid, it's malnourished or it's born before the 9 months. Does it still have a fighting chance, I guess, you know?
Yes, a lot of preemies make it just fine. That's
okay.
The youngest premature births at like 21 weeks is like the youngest that we've seen.
There was one instance in the entire world of a baby being born at 20 weeks and surviving. I don't know how old they are now because it was within the last 5 years, I think. I don't know if they've continue to live, but yeah, they're the only ones that made it past the first year. And it's an extremely tough thing to, because the lungs aren't even fully developed at 21 weeks. So they have to do a lot of breathing treatments, therapy, steroid injections to continue to form the lungs. So it's a very long process when they're premature, but they also have a good chance of surviving as long as they didn't have any fetal abnormalities.
Gotcha.
But medically, the best time for premature is 24 plus, 24 weeks and up. 21 is just the earliest, and a lot of complications.
Okay.
But the main reason for the abortion all 9 months is just to, like Jovan said, A, give women a choice, and then B, in emergency situations, when, let's say, a pregnant woman gets into an accident and the fetus is showing signs of fetal distress, but it has an issue that's probably going to cause it to die and potentially kill the mother as well, then it allows them to do something to prioritize the life of the mother and not the life of the fetus, because women are treated like we're chopping blocks when there's a fetus inside of us. We're expendable. The fetus inside of us are not.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, if the baby or the fetus, you know, complications like a car crash, you don't want to put the mother's life in any more danger. And yeah, that makes sense for like abortion to be legal up to that. So yeah, I get your all's point. I don't really have much to say else, so I won't take up anyone else's time too. Thanks, Ari and Javon.
All right, Sam, no problem.
Thank you.
Thanks for calling in.
It's nice helping someone become more informed.
We got some real stupid people in chat today. One person was like, oh, why don't we talk about Karl Marx's connection to Zionism? Which is really stupid because modern Zionism began like 8 years after Karl Marx's death. So like, that was real dumb to say. But listen, we're going to start muting people in the chat that don't call in. So let's pick who we're doing. Prince Vegeta, I just want to know if you're going to call in, yes or no. You say anything else in the chat, you'll be muted. So yes or no, are you going to call in? Say anything else, you get muted the rest of the stream. Let's find out. Let's see how many scared chicken shits are in the chat.
I mean, we know what the answer.
He said something that wasn't yes or no. Bye.
I know muted what the fuck comment is. I'm sure you don't.
24-hour muted. Who else? J-Man. J-Man. Not that J-Man, a different one. J-Man, either call in, yes or no. Say anything else, you get muted. Yes or no? Let's see.
That's all they do is just
Oh,
chirp,
he didn't say yes or no. See ya.
silencing
I
people.
also love
are
it. Like, they're
fascist.
silencing people. You can literally call in. Well, like, what are you talking about?
That's literally all you have to do is call the number on the screen. Use your big boy voice. The number is 219-327-8005. I'm sorry, 8005. There are people that can only count to 4, so my bad. I gotta put it out there in block form.
Right.
I realize why they have sometimes such a difficult time calling the number on the screen, though, Jovan. They are afraid of Arabic numerals.
Ha! That's pretty funny.
All right. I'm glad
made me
my
laugh.
work
Good
here is
job.
done. My work here.
Good
is
job.
done.
I gave Ari a few claps, but my audio thing might have cut that out.
Oh no, I heard them. So yeah. Is that a TikTok song? I can only count to 4.
Keep liking the stream, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you get those likes in.
Yeah.
You know, get those
About ready
likes
to-
in.
Refresh it. See where it's at.
We got a few people calling right now. Hopefully the screener will get to them.
Oh yeah. There's 541 people in there. 246 thumbs up. Y'all can do so much better than that. Now I'm gonna get on y'all for that.
Oh,
I know, right? Trying to get those Arabic numerals into school. What will they do next? What are they thinking? What are they thinking?
Bullfrog,
that we've been
either
using-
call in or get muted.
Really? I just see Bullfrog and then with 88 next to their name, like, oh, you're great. Yeah, you deserve to be
Bullfrog
muted.
is real stupid. I actually don't call in Bullfrog. You're too dumb. You won't last. I take it back.
Won't last very long.
I take it back. Don't call in.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, you see the comment? Yeah, no.
I did, and I'm like, oh, I finally read it. Like, I hadn't read it entirely, and then I just read it, and I'm like, oh. Is Billy Kid formerly Billy the Kid?
I think that is Billy the Kid, yeah.
The same person who is becoming a reform from being MAGA previously, right?
I don't know how much of that was him trolling versus...
Oh.
We have given him a pretty big pass on the trolling. We don't usually give the trolls a pass.
Yeah.
I can't skip past this lady enough. Holy shot, she's annoying. True. I'm sorry I'm so annoying.
You're annoying? That's news to me. Oh, now Billy says he wasn't MAGA. Okay. You are at least a Republican. Oh.
All right, Bullfrog gets muted because he won't call in. I'm not doing comment trippers tonight. Like, either call in or you get muted. That's the deal tonight.
Ooh.
Callers right now are not ops, so that's why they're not going through. I haven't opened up to friendlies just yet.
Yeah, that's fair. And then giving another option.
Alexandra, thank you for the Venmo. Said for banishing those wasteful, ignorant fucks to the Shadow Realm.
Banished.
It's time to do.
There we go. We need
Chufan's the
dunce
hardest working man on
counts.
YouTube. Nah.
Oh, you want to start that rumor? Hardest working man on YouTube.
I like how Waffles said that we're the R slur, but then misspelled the R slur because he's an idiot. Waffles, either call in or shut the fuck up. But you are getting muted for slurring. See ya.
Oh, I bet it got removed, so I didn't see it. That makes sense.
It wasn't removed. He spelled it wrong.
Oh, let me see again. It was gone.
None of Jovan's rogues gallery has staying power. Yo, that's so true. Huh?
Meow.
You've not sent
Oh.
your wire transfer? Why didn't you send my wire transfer?
Uh-oh.
Wait. Oh, did I accidentally send this wire transfer from the wrong account? That would actually
No.
explain that. I'll call my bank tomorrow. I mean, if they send it from this account, it's not a big deal. I'll just transfer over the money back.
It's not easy to do. Yeah, just transfer.
I might have just sent it from the wrong account without realizing it.
I've
Double check.
tried it before where I've accidentally given like my wire routing number for direct deposit. That was not easy to correct, and my paycheck got delayed for a minute. Oopsie. Capitalism sucks.
True. If you also hate capitalism, Cash App and Venmo is right there.
Yes, it is. Jovan Bradley Talks on Cash App and Jovan Bradley on Venmo. Read it out for people that might have some vision impairment.
Yeah, I see exactly what happened. I wasn't paying attention and I sent the wire from my business account, not my personal account. I'm just trying to pay my car bill. So I sent it from the wrong thing.
Yeah, don't lose your car, man.
Jovan's a cat. Oh, and he's a ban evader. Well, now you're banned again on this account, pussy.
Oh, who is that?
That Vegeta guy.
Really?
I don't do ban evasions. Also, he said something completely wrong. He was like,
Trying to find it.
Zion. Well, he was already muted. He was like, Zionism started in the 1830s. I specifically said modern day Zionism, you fucking moron.
Yeah, Zionism back then was just the outright attempt to bring on the Book of Revelations. They wanted the world to
what was
end,
that
basically.
Hey, not a complete fucking idiot here. I don't have any disagreements, just a genuine question. When debating people on the trans men woman topic, do you think it might prove to be more effective deconstructing second gender entirely as opposed to redeeming meaning in the binary, i.e. these labels like money don't have anything inherent to them, therefore people... I don't know. It would just appear that our brains directly gender things. And it might even not have to do with gender. It might have to do completely with sex, and that's why our brains like do it. But our brains just do inherently gender stuff.
I would agree with that. That makes sense. Let's see. Did you? Okay. I don't know when this happened, but there was a MS Now like reposted Fox and Friends or The Five or whichever one, Jesse Waters saying that men don't like bisexual women.
True. Amani, thank you for the Cash App. Sorry, keep going.
No, I was just gonna say, like, how many men actually don't watch lesbian porn? I'm just curious.
You want an even better question?
Do it.
Ask how many men watch porn that doesn't have a penis in it. You want an even better question? Ask men how many of them watch porn with small penises. They don't. When men be watching porn, they want that girthy shit.
They do. That is so true. I want y'all to think about that. Just remember, Andrew Tate 2025, if you're a heterosexual male dating a woman in 2025, you're gay. So, you guys have turned this shit all around enough to say that if you're a man that likes women, you're gay. It's insane.
Kind of true.
It's insane how they've done it. But yeah, all you guys do is watch porn with big dicks. It's fucking funny. That's a good point. Real men watch gay porn only, I guess, and shit.
Siobhan's a YouTube influencer. I'm not an influencer. I can't influence y'all to do shit. Y'all don't listen to me. Worth the goddamn.
That's true. Hi, Summer. The
Should I have
puppers
some
is
sort of
staying right.
visual on the screen for how much you guys tip in a stream? Should we try to get a goal? Right? We should do that when I start the toy drive, right?
When you do
Since
the
I'm
toy
gonna be-
drive
since
at
I'm gonna
the
be
bare minimum.
donating all the stuff, I should do that for the toy drive.
Yep.
Like every day, set a goal, and we see
Yes.
if we meet it for the toy drive.
You should.
Oh, the weather outside is weather. I'm calling out. If the toy drive is a success and we do what I want to do, Jovan Christmas album drops.
Jovan has a great voice. With y'all already know that, but I'm just gonna
But the
re-input on that one.
fire is truly fire.
Someone literally said, "Don't do it.
No, I'm doing it.
Do it." I'm good with that.
Since there's no place to weather.
Jovan influenced me to call conservatives' children ugly.
Oh, true. True. They are ugly as fuck, bro. I told people don't try to come for me. Don't try to come for me if you have pictures of your kids in your profile pic. Like, I'm gonna fucking insult them. Sorry.
That's so true, though. That's
But I'm not
hilarious.
sorry.
I love that, actually. That's funny.
The fuck y'all want from me? Don't have your kids in your profile picture. We got like 3 people calling in. They're being screened right now. So we will get
Sweet.
to everybody. We will get to everybody if you just wait to be screened. The screener will hit you and then they'll put you in our queue. We had to do that first. It's like the first hour. Every show, the first hour, you got to get through that first
Yep.
hour and then you get calls.
That's that actually happened to me too, so that's not surprising. It's definitely been more difficult. I guess because MAGA barely exists anymore. That much is true. But conservatives, I know y'all are still out there. So I don't know why y'all aren't calling, aside from just being scared.
Chicken shits. All right, we got a call. Let's do it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
All right, coming up to stream, we have Kai. Kai is calling from Texas to talk about topic number 3, abortions all 9 months. Kai, if you can hear me, please provide me with your age and pronouns.
I'm Kai, and my pronouns are he, him.
All right, and how old are you, Kai?
I am 19.
All right, Kai, he's 19. All right, Kai, we believe abortion should be free and legal all 9 months. Do you disagree? And if so, why?
I do disagree. Now, I'm Catholic, but I know that you don't believe in God, so I'm not really trying to get into a theological debate about abortion. You know, obviously, I think as a Christian, most Christians believe abortion's wrong because we believe we're viewed in the image of God. But since I believe, are you atheist or agnostic?
I'm atheist. I don't know what are you.
Okay.
I am a former Christian, now agnostic, and even when I was Christian, I never once held the belief that abortion was wrong.
Okay. Well, I guess as a Catholic, most of the Catholic friends I have agree with me on that position, but I apologize for that. So my main objection is I think there could be solutions that satisfy both a pro-life position and a pro-choice position. Could I ask what specifically is the reason for you supporting abortion throughout all 9 months?
Because the person is justified in removing another agent from their body if that other agent is using the resources without their consent.
Okay, and what if there is consent?
Well,
So
if
for
they
instance,
consent,
like
if they
them
consent for,
consenting to,
Then
if they're consenting for the
Cool.
thing to use their resources, then they wouldn't want an abortion.
I mean, consenting to the pregnancy. Is that what you are
Consent must be
referencing?
but consent must be ongoing. So you have to give positive consent throughout the entirety of the pregnancy. You don't give it once and then it's there forever.
Okay, and if let's say there's a couple, married or not married, who the woman is pregnant, the man would like to have the child be born, but the woman wouldn't. What is your opinion on that?
Because the fetus is using the resources of the pregnant person, whoever they may be, they get final say.
Yep,
Okay.
I agree with that one.
If we create womb transfers, then any man, first of all, I don't think almost any man is going to do it, but any man who wants to can have the womb transferred into them. Until that point, it's on the person.
Good.
Okay. Yeah. And if it were the man who didn't want the child, let's say they were married and this man wanted a divorce because the woman wanted to bear the child and he didn't, what would your opinion be on that?
I mean, if that's why, if he wants to get a divorce for that, go nuts.
And fine, yeah, do what you want.
I'm not in favor of, I like,
Okay.
what is it, no contest divorces? Like, you should be able to get a divorce for whatever reason you want to get a divorce. If that's his reason, that's
so
his
you
reason.
don't think the man has any responsibility for the child if he doesn't want to?
Because the child was conceived under pregnancy, he's probably going to have some semblance of child support due because it was conceived under marriage. Did I say conceived under pregnancy? Because it was conceived under marriage. But if he doesn't want to pay child support, if he wants to completely revoke his parental rights, he should go to court for it. I think most people should allow for the revocation of parental rights if the person really wants nothing to do with it. But I believe that once a child is here, like, you have some semblance of obligation to it as a parent because it's now an agent. But prior to it being an agent, you don't have any obligation.
And is your only reason for supporting abortion that you just think the woman should be able to do what she would like with her body, or is it because of any specific reason to do with the fetus, like
consent,
a lack of consciousness or something?
I believe that sentience would dictate the type of abortion. So, like, when you have a non-sentient agent, I don't care what type of abortion you have, do whatever you want. Once the fetus is sentient, I would say prioritize methods of abortion that would keep it alive. Unless for medical reasons you can't, then do whatever the person who's pregnant wants to do.
Okay, so it would just depend on how many gestational weeks is that. So you don't have any complaints on. Sorry, I'm mixing up my words here. You're saying that regardless of how many weeks it is, you still think termination should be allowed.
Termination of the pregnancy. Yes.
Yes, so the pregnancy.
Yes.
Not termination of the fetus. Once we have the ability to induce labor or perform a C-section, and that you can take it out that way, I'd say we should prioritize that. Because it's just, you don't need to kill it to take it out. To regain your autonomy, you don't have to kill the fetus once it's sentient. But prior to sentience, I don't give a fuck what you do. Toss it off a cliff for all I care.
Okay.
That's Sparta.
So,
okay. Move on. So make sure if you're doing that, you yell, "This is Sparta."
So for we have I don't know the exact term. It's something like electronic pregnancies where we can remove the fetus or embryo from the mother. I believe it was something like the first 2 weeks and then the last 10 weeks that we were able to do that. Am I right about that? Are you guys familiar with that?
What did you call it?
Pregnancies? No, I don't know what.
So not an electronic pregnancy, but it's where you remove the fetus and you put it in some sort of containment where it is still able to grow outside of the woman's womb.
Are you talking about like the neonatal ICU? Because that's not any premature baby goes to a neonatal ICU. But you can't.
Okay.
I don't
What are we
know
talking
because
about?
he's talking about when a woman's already pregnant, right? So that wouldn't be IVF.
When a woman is
or-
pregnant, you remove the fetus. It doesn't sound like you're talking about ectopic pregnancies,
No,
because that's when the
those
fetus
are-
I'm
develops
not
outside
referring
of
to
the. Okay, so what are you talking about?
Sorry, I'm kind of. Let me see if I can find the term that I'm referring to. I'm sorry.
All right, so like what is?
Are you talking about like artificial wombs?
Yeah, those
That
aren't
that's kind of what I'm referring to.
Because those don't exist yet.
not for
I
humans.
thought we had
They're
some
trying them on
way of.
sheep's, but it's
No,
not been
we can
successful.
like take a fertilized egg and freeze it,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then
I know
it
we
doesn't
can-
die. But like, no, we don't have any
Well,
artificial wombs yet.
Okay, then forget I said any about it.
Shockingly
I
so.
thought I
It
heard
feels like
something
we
about
should
the
be there
ability to do that
already.
at this
Am I
point.
crazy in feeling like we should be there already
And-
with that?
The reason why we're not is because testing on humans has always been a no-no. So it's set
Yeah, but we'd be
some
testing on
medicine behind.
fetuses. Who cares?
Oh, who can? You got to ask that question.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Kai.
Okay, well, my main purpose of calling was instead of just arguing my position against yours, I kind of thought it might be more helpful to look at possible solutions. So instead of allocating, what I thought might be an option was allocating the funding instead of for abortions as like funding for the mother who's giving birth to the child, sort of like incentivizing them to give birth to them and not have
This
the
would help
difficulty
with
of paying
abortions
for
that
them.
are done because of like financial reasons, but it doesn't help with abortions that are done because a person doesn't want to be pregnant. Those would still happen.
Or because if they stay pregnant, they would literally die because of medical complications.
Like if we're just saying, hey, do we want to limit the number of abortions? My answer would be yes, because I want people to be able to consent to pregnancy in both ways. Somebody who is financially unstable, they may want to go through with their pregnancy but can't. They should be allowed to if they want to. But I just,
Okay.
that's why I'm also a damn dirty communist. Just give them the resources they need to live.
If we could hypothetically eliminate the pregnancy while keeping the child alive, maybe through some form of, outside of the womb pregnancy, would you be in support of that? Like instead
After
of giving the
sentience,
option
yes.
of,
Prior to sentience, I don't care because it's not a person. It doesn't have personhood, so I don't care if it stays alive or not.
Yeah, and after sentience,
Okay.
that would just be delivering a fetus or the baby in that case.
you mean the 20 to 24 week roughly mark?
I'd put it around
21.
24 specifically.
Yeah.
That's when we see the
Okay, 20.
biggest overlap, and that's when we get like the best percentage at the earliest time for viability. I think it's like 70% at 24 weeks.
Okay. So, for instance, you're talking about like the consciousness of the child, right?
Well, sentience specifically.
Sentience.
Sentience. Sorry.
Yeah,
So,
like ants are conscious. I
I'm
don't really
not
give a
fully
fuck
with-
about
For a
consciousness.
person who's brain dead, let's say at an older age, are they still sentient?
No.
No, not if they're declared brain dead.
Okay. Well, that was basically all the questions I had. I was just trying to see if I could find some middle ground, but it doesn't sound I'm going to.
Well, I mean, why do you think we should? Well, I guess you've already said it's because you're Catholic. So
Well,
the only
I
reason you
could
think
try to
abortion is
give
wrong
you-
is because God told you it was wrong.
Well, I could give you some reasons outside of my religion, if you'd like.
Yeah, what would those be?
I just think abortion, for the most part, is unnecessary. I think,
Why?
obviously, I support abortions only for the use of threat to the mother. Because
Why would
it would-
wait? What?
What?
Oh, well, hold on. Why would abortions be unnecessary if a person feels that they ought have one?
Because even if it's not sentient at the time, it will become sentient.
So
No.
I think it's still valuable.
yeah, it might be,
That's-
but like,
There's no
so what if
guarantee.
it does? Why does that? Why does
What do you mean, what if it does?
why does the potential of this thing mean we should treat it like the thing it's going to become?
Well, I mean, we have laws in place, like Lacey's law. So we obviously treat it like it is going to be.
Well, it doesn't really
The
answer
what
my
law?
question.
I didn't even hear what he
Lacey's
said for
law
what law.
the law is Lacey's law. If you're unfamiliar with it, it's a law where if a pregnant woman is killed. Yeah, they're treated
First
as
of all,
double homicide.
Lacey's law isn't
That's
across
not the
the
name of
board,
it.
and it typically the fetal homicide, like when we consider it fetal homicide, is typically after 24 weeks is when they consider it fetal homicide. They don't usually consider it.
Okay.
Typically, what we see is before that, if somebody kills a fetus, that like if a woman's pregnant, they kill the fetus, they get charged with unlawful termination of a pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And
So,
the
like,
reason
that
why that
doesn't-
exists.
Oh, go ahead, Ari.
Oh, no, I mean, just for clarification, the primary reason why that exists is because it was taking away from consent of the mother.
Yeah, but also it doesn't tell me why I should, like, you gave me the legal thing. You said what we're doing. My question was an ought question. Why ought we treat something that has the potential to be that thing like the thing it's going to be when it's not that thing yet?
Well, I mainly value it because it's a human. I think we should value all human life.
Why?
And it's a human
What's the
from
trait?
conception.
What's the
Well,
trait?
my reason for valuing humans is different than yours. Mine is because I think God created us different than the other animals.
Okay, so then what's the trait that's different?
We have a capacity that's far different from other animals.
Capacity for what?
And intelligence, I guess, sentience.
There are plenty of animals that are as intelligent as some people. But
At least as intelligent as toddlers.
If you're saying it's that humans have the ability to be sentient, I mean, so do animals, but like, I don't disagree with you on that. But like, if that's your thing, if it's like, hey, humans can be sentient, and that's why I would place some moral value on us. Yeah, I agree. That's why I value sentient humans and not non-sentient humans.
Yeah.
Okay, I see your reasoning, but I still think that we should value them because they're going to become sentient. Like it is probable that a fetus and an embryo will grow to sentience.
Yeah,
Should
possible.
I give a 10-year-old a high school diploma because they have the potential to graduate high school one day?
That's a very good point.
Should I give a 5-year-old
No,
alcohol
you
because they will potentially be 21?
That's also a really good point.
And I
No,
would
you
like to
shouldn't.
ask, like, why are you giving an unborn fetus priority over the fully sentient woman in the equation?
Well, I
Someone
think
that is
if you
already an
consent to
active
it-
human living. Consent to what?
Yeah, I think at the beginning. Well, I mean, this is differentiating normal pregnancies versus counts of rape. But for pregnancies that were consented to at the beginning, I don't think it's necessarily fair to unconsent to it and then kill the living human organism inside of you.
Can you consent to sex and then remove that consent at any period during sex?
I'm not sure what the legal answer to that is. Like if you're having sex with somebody and then they stop consenting, I'm not sure what the legal answer to that is.
Let me ask you.
Why does it need to be legal?
Yeah, I would say.
Well,
I
I mean, like I'm sure there's a law that states whether it is legal or illegal to continue that act after they've removed the consent during it.
Do you believe that consent to action A is consent to all of the outcomes of action A?
Certain examples, I guess, yes.
Like what? Like what? If I'm consenting
like
to
if
an
you
action,
consent to robbing a bank, you're consenting to the possibility of going to jail.
no, you're not.
But this is
So you're getting consent confused with acknowledgement of risk. Consent is an agreement.
Are you not
it's an
consenting
agreement
to go
for
in jail?
something. No, you acknowledge that that's a risk. You're not consenting to it. Consent is an agreement.
Well, I'm saying you're consenting to the chance of, like, the risk of going to jail.
Nope, you just acknowledge that risk exists.
Oh my gosh.
If I go skydiving, I acknowledge there's a risk my parachute doesn't open. That doesn't mean I consent to dying from a fucking fall 1,500 feet in the air.
Well, I mean, if you consent to skydiving, you're consenting to accepting the risk of falling.
Yes,
No, that's the waiver that you
accepting a
sign.
risk. Accepting a risk is different from consenting to that risk.
Consent is you giving permission for something to occur, which permission can be withdrawn at any time.
If I drive a car, I accept the risk that I might get into an accident. But if I then get into that accident and they take me to the hospital and the hospital's like, sorry, you consented to driving, so you consented to this, to getting into an accident, so we're not going to help you. That would be silly, right? I would look at them and be like, the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, I'm sorry, you consented to the risk.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess I'll give you another reason since I seem to be failing at that reason. Well, I've watched a few
I'm not sure I
medical
want to move off
abortions.
of
Just kind of like
consent real quick, because why does there need, like, as Jovan said, does consent to, I don't remember exactly how you phrase it, but to, we'll just say position A, mean that you have to follow it through to completion at the end of it, which would be the end result of B. And you're just like, I don't know. But if we talk about having sex with a man or a woman and consenting to the original act, and can consent be withdrawn at any point in time, why does that need a legal definition for you? Why does that need to be defined legally?
Well, I was just saying I haven't thought much about it. Like if you were in the act of sex and they unconsented to it, personally, I would stop. But I'm not sure. I'm sure there's a moral. I think there's a moral obligation to stop. But I was wondering if there was a law that specifically talked about that exact scenario.
Well, I'm sorry, wait, are you saying a scenario of if you're having sex with someone and they tell you to stop, is there a law that relates to that scenario?
Yeah, like if there's a law relating to consent being withdrawn during the consented act, I guess.
Yeah,
In some
would be
states.
it would be any rape law.
They have updated the actual definition of rape to include coercion. So if you don't stop and just say, just give me a minute, I'll be done soon, that's coercion as well. So yes, that is actually encompassed
if somebody
within the law.
tells you to stop and you don't stop, then you're a rapist.
And sadly, they didn't update that until 2023 and the Violence Against Women Act of 2023. So that's great.
Okay, I understand that.
Yeah. So that's why you can withdraw consent from being pregnant at any point in time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I understand your point there. Another reason why I'm sort of against the abortion through 9 months is because after sentience, I believe, depending on the abortion, the fetus can feel the pain of the abortion.
So, do cows feel
And
the pain?
I think it's,
do your hamburgers feel the pain when we ground up their meat?
Or when we end
yes,
them
but
to round up
I
their meat.
personally think humans are more valuable than a cow.
Yeah, but the trait you named was sentience, and cows have sentience.
I mean, I was specifically talking about human sentience, but
Why? Why is human sentience more valuable than cow sentience?
well, I have a religious opinion on that. I just think we were created in the image of God. God wasn't a cow.
Well, we don't know for sure. But yeah, I mean, in terms of it feeling pain, like, so we give it pain meds. There you go. Make it not be able to feel the pain, numb it, and then we're good to go.
Same thing we do. Same
But
thing
also,
we do in
it
lethal
technically-
injection.
It also technically can't really feel pain till 24 weeks because the nociceptors, which are the things under the skin that link up to the brain, those linkings aren't formed until about 24 weeks. Specifically the college of what is it, the OBGYN college?
American
what's it called?
Obstetrics.
Yeah. They have a whole article about it, of how like the actual receptors under the skin aren't linked up to the sense organs until around 24 weeks. So it can't even really feel pain.
Yeah, it's American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I ask you a question about back to like the brain dead topic we were talking about earlier?
Sure. This will be the
So,
last thing though, because
do
somebody
you-
did pay to move
Yeah,
on, so I got to move
of
on
course.
after this question.
Okay. So, a brain dead patient, do you only care if they're brain dead at that moment, or if it is like a 100% guaranteed brain dead until they die naturally?
As soon as you're brain dead, you've lost moral consideration for me. I don't like you're brain dead. So like the person isn't there anymore. You're just a body. So I don't care what we do to a body. And brain death, there's no chance of recovery. So once they're brain death, you could stab them in the chest for all I care.
If we could fix the brain death in let's say a year, would you value them?
No, because at that moment they're still brain dead. But also like it's just if we could cure brain death, we could cure death because we could just bring your brain back. Like
That's
that would
true,
be
too.
curing death. Which like at that point, then who cares if we kill the fetus because we could just bring it back.
Okay. So it's not like the probability of it regaining the use of his brain. It's just the fact that he's brain dead in the moment.
Well, yeah, but it's not analogous to what the fetus is going through because the fetus hasn't even actualized that yet. So I could make an argument and say, yeah, I would value this thing because it hasn't had that permanent loss of sentience. So the person has already existed, so therefore they can come back. The fetus hasn't even existed yet as a person. So like I'm not losing a person when I kill a fetus.
21 weeks.
Yeah, between 21 and 24. So you're not losing a person yet because the person doesn't exist yet.
Okay, but at 21 weeks, the person does exist, and you support abortion to 9 months.
Yep. At 21 weeks, we could easily do a fetal brain scan. If we see the things necessary for sentience, then we go, hey, we're going to just wait 3 weeks and then take it out through cesarean or induction. If it has none of the activity we expect to see, then we pull the plug.
Okay. Well, that was all the questions I had.
All right. Well, Kai, we're going to move on
Right.
next. So TTFN.
All right. Thank
I feel like I've talked to him before.
Shout out to Lacey for
W.
wanting us to
Lacey.
move on from that one.
For not putting up like he was familiar.
Soon, I hope you guys are ready. Pretty soon, I'm gonna wire up the call thing to where when you pay to boot, it will just auto drop them. I won't
Ooh,
even
that'd
get a
be pretty
chance.
cool.
So it might drop a mid sentence.
That'd be funny, actually.
Once that gets added, I'm gonna have to have mods are gonna have to tell people like, hey, just so you know, after 20 minutes, you might get dropped.
You might get yoinked.
So we'll see. As long as you guys don't abuse it, I'll give myself the ability to turn it on and off because I don't trust you guys
True.
won't abuse it.
I swear to God, Kai is probably an okay person, but if I get that was funny.
Huh? How'd you see that?
I was reading Billy's from the screen, from the Zoomy.
What screen?
Zoom?
Was it up?
It scrolls
Oh,
across.
did it-
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm high as fuck. No.
Yeah, it's scrolling through all of them, all of the support feeds. So I was just reading what Billy said.
All right, guys, 219-327-8005. If you want to call in, that's the number. I love that this person just keeps coming in on new accounts and getting banned for using the N-word.
It's
And
insane.
what's even funnier is they're going in on accounts with their legal name in it, which is hilarious. Mods, stop. Make sure you're banning them for 24 hours, not 5 minutes.
Oh, is that all they're doing? Oopsie. Yeah, that's what?
It could be bot. We could be getting botted. Who cares? I'm not going to stop the stream because of their stupid fucking botting.
They just like you guys are so extra. Kai consented to being kicked. That's hilarious. Thanks, Lacey.
Let's bring up our next guest. Next one. Coming up to stream, we have Matthew. Matthew's calling from Arizona to talk about... Oh, wait. Fuck me. Did I not end that? Ugh, God damn it. God damn, Javon. Fuck. Coming up to stream, we have Matthew. Matthew's calling from Arizona to talk about topic number 5, God being real. Matthew, if you can hear me, please provide me with your age and pronouns.
Hello?
Matthew, are you there?
Oh, hey, sorry. Yeah, I'm 33. I'm just a guy. He, him.
Okay, 33, he, him. Okay, Matthew. Ari's agnostic, but I don't believe in a god. Do you disagree? And if so, why?
Yeah, I believe in God, but first of all, hold on. I got to mention something. Your chat is going crazy. I've never seen it this bad. Somebody's doing it again. Somebody's doing that.
Yeah, they're probably using a
know.
botting program.
Yeah,
It's fine.
I just wanted to let you guys know. I didn't know if you guys were aware of that.
Yeah, my mods are on it. We'll just keep banning
I had
them.
you guys turned down before, so I didn't hear anything if you guys mentioned it or whatever. But yeah, they're going crazy.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Anyways, yeah, I mean, I think God's real. So why do you guys not think God is real?
I think it's more plausible that the universe is. Let me rephrase it. I think it's more plausible that the universe came to be without the intention of a mind.
I believe in the Greek
How'd you come
god
to this conclusion?
Zeus. So I think Zeus is real.
How'd you come? You think Zeus is real? Is that real? Is that you actually mean that?
Crazy.
No. No.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I've
so
come to this conclusion because there's no evidence for the universe being created with a mind.
Wait, so what's your evidence that there's no God?
Because it's more plausible that the universe was not created with the intention of a mind. Because there's been no evidence put forth.
Really?
Yeah, there's also no evidence that God is real either.
Sorry, do you have evidence to put forth of the universe? Okay, Matthew, I promise you. Sorry,
it's funny.
I will drop you quicker than fucking Christmas.
Whoa. Hey. Why? What's with the hostility?
This
I just thought what you guys were saying was funny.
Because you've instantly started being annoying. You're performing at this point. I'd like to engage in an actual
No,
conversation, and you're performing.
Jeez. Okay. All right. Guess it's lock-in time. My bad. Jeez.
Great.
Okay.
Do you have evidence of the universe's creation via a mind? Do you have the evidence for that?
Yeah. I mean, look around. Everything's beautiful and made by God.
Everything's beautiful. Have you seen a
how
duck's penis?
Just like how the Bible said.
Sorry. Have you seen a duck's penis?
Yeah. I think anything made by God is beautiful. I think it's all beautiful.
You think a penis in the shape of a corkscrew that is shaped that way intentionally to rape female ducks because female ducks try to run away is beautiful?
What's your fascination with like hating on
Can
nature?
you respond to the question I gave you?
Well, what's beautiful? I mean, I guess it's subjective. I don't see how you don't
the
see the
question
beauty
I
of
gave
that.
you?
That's like a fascinating architecture created by like an
I didn't
organic
ask if
being.
it was fascinating. I said, do you think
And
duck
I think
rape is
because
beautiful?
it's fascinating, I think that makes it beautiful.
So duck rape is beautiful.
If that's how they procreate, I think procreation
Is human rape
yeah.
beautiful?
It's unnecessary, but I mean, I don't know.
What?
Actions are a little different, I guess, but everything that's created is beautiful.
If God has a mind, God created humans with the capacity to rape, and you would say that that's beautiful?
Did I say that? No, I wouldn't say that.
Did God create everything?
God did create everything, yeah.
Is
But there's
everything
also free will.
is everything
so,
in
I mean,
creation beautiful?
Humans can do some not beautiful
Is
things,
everything
like
in creation
spam a mean word in
Is
chat over and
everything
over.
in
Like, that's not
creation beautiful?
Huh? Say that
Is
again?
everything within creation beautiful?
Yes, and you know what? Honestly, even what you just said, the mean thing that you just said, could be beautiful and framed in certain ways. Yeah.
Hold on, I just to
You
clarify.
said a mean thing?
Just to clarify, you've agreed that God
Yeah, the
created
mean thing that you
everything.
said.
You've agreed that everything within creation is beautiful. So therefore, God created humans with the capacity to rape. So therefore, rape would be beautiful.
Interesting line of thought that you got to that.
Did you not say everything?
I guess so. I guess I would have to agree with that. Yeah.
So do you agree that that rape is beautiful?
What are you trying to get me to? Did you not hear me just say I agree with that?
That's an interesting thing to agree with.
Well, an interesting thing to dot your lines to
Please
the
get the
first
food out of
go
your
around.
mouth.
Your first thought was rape.
Nope. My first thought was let's look at.
Are you sure? Because it was. I think it was. I think that's what you just said to me. I think you just
Matthew,
said
do I
rape
need
is
to just
beautiful.
Matthew? Should I just move on to somebody that's serious, or
I am being serious. I don't know
You're
why you
not.
think I'm not being serious.
you're performing?
Is it because I'm owning you right now or something? You just want to move on because you're getting
You're
smoked?
proving to me that you're performing. This is just continuing to prove
How?
the performance.
How?
You
How?
don't have the
How?
capacity to own someone.
Oh,
when
you
you're
guys are getting
trolling.
smoked right now. Okay, I see.
This
I
is
see.
you are
I get it.
continuing the performance.
Yep, totally.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what you guys do. That's what you guys are doing. You guys are performing with the little cat ears.
How
cute
is
little cat
me?
ears?
Yep. So more performing. Yeah.
Uh huh. What
Are
do you
you
mean
ready- are you ready
performing?
to
I'm
keep with
owning
the-
you.
are
I'm
you ready to
literally
actually
like, I
have-
just put you guys in
you
a
have-
corner and you have no
you have-
response.
wait,
and you're
wait,
just like,
I'm sorry,
I want to
I'm
log
sorry.
off now because I got hurt. My feelings got hurt and I'm getting owned.
You said rape was beautiful, and we're the ones who are getting owned.
You said that. You brought me to
Nope.
that conclusion. Yeah,
Your
that was your
worldview-
first thought.
your
Remember that.
worldview-
Remember who brought
your
me to that
worldview-
conclusion. It was
Okay,
you.
what I'm
Your
gonna have
rape.
to do, you're muted. I don't do the over talking, so you are now muted because I don't do over talking. Your worldview led you to that conclusion, not me. Your worldview. Now you said your reasoning for believing everything had a mind is because look around you, everything is beautiful. So
Yep.
you believe that a mind created the ability to rape and that is beautiful. And this is your evidence for why we should believe the world was created or the universe was created with the intention of a mind. This is kind of very lazy arguing from you. And I get it.
Extremely.
You're probably not held to a higher standard in whatever circles you run, but I am going to hold to a higher standard here. So what I'd like from you next, the only thing I want to hear from you, and if I hear anything else other than what I'm going to ask, I will just drop you and move on. My time is more valuable than whatever this conversation is. So my question for you is to provide a syllogism to substantiate the claim that God or that the universe was created with the intention of a mind. Create a syllogism for this, P1, P2C. I will write it down and we'll analyze it. It's the only thing I want to hear from you. I hear anything else, you get dropped. So you're now unmuted. I would like your syllogism, please.
You're fat and you suck cock.
Probably. Is that not your syllogism?
And you're a
That's
faggot.
that's a pretty bad syllogism. Which one of those is P1?
And your co-host is ugly as hell.
P1, I'm fat and suck cock.
You're
P2
you're fat and you suck cock.
P2, I'm an F slur.
And
Well,
you're
that would be the
Yeah, and you're
conclusion,
gay.
wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be the conclusion?
And you're gay. Yeah.
So you
You're
don't
fat.
you don't even know what a syllogism is, do you? You called to talk about God. You don't.
You're,
you
well,
can't
I know
even
you're
form
fat. I know you're
you
fat
can't
and gay.
even form a muted again. You couldn't even form a syllogism.
Not at all.
You called to debate metaphysics and you can't even form a syllogism. That's embarrassing as fuck.
That's horrible.
That's embarrassing. Even I could have formed a better syllogism than that. P1, ready? Here we go. This is the better syllogism for what you should have done.
Gotcha.
P1, you suck cock. P2, anyone who sucks cock is an F slur. Conclusion, Jovan is an F slur. See, I did it better than you. That would have been the syllogism to prove that I'm an F slur. Instead, you put me being an F slur as your P2. Make that make sense. And then your conclusion was I'm fat. That doesn't even track here. So let's see if you can do a better one. I'd like a better I'd like you to form your insults in the form of a syllogism, and I'd like to see a better one. Can you provide a better syllogism to insult?
Yeah, I got you. You're
Let's go,
really,
P1.
really, really fat.
Okay, is that your P1?
You're like huge ginormous. You're like
Is
big
that
and
your
fat
P2?
and round.
So what's your conclusion?
Huh?
You gave a P1 and
You're
a P2.
big and
so what's
fat
your
and you
conclusion?
throw up on your belly and you rub it around.
So what's your conclusion?
My conclusion is you're a fat ass and
So
you're stupid.
Your C is your P?
Huh? No, my conclusion is you're a fat ass and you're stupid.
That was your first premise. Your first premise
I don't-
is just your conclusion. You still couldn't put together a valid syllogism. That's
Sorry.
not even valid.
Sorry,
That's not even a
no,
valid
I don't
one.
understand. I'm not fat, fucking
That's
loser.
not even a valid syllogism. That's so
I'm
embarrassing.
not a fat
You couldn't
ass
even
wearing
do
cat.
muted. You couldn't even do a valid syllogism. Here, I'll do a better. Here we go. Let's help you out here.
We're gonna
I'll give you a
make
little
it pretty again.
education. Here's the education. P1 in this instance would probably be anyone who weighs over a certain amount is fat as fuck. P2 would be Jovan weighs over X amount. Conclusion, therefore, Jovan is fat as fuck. Now you put your P1 as your C. And that just was interesting to do that. I don't know why you would.
Well, for one, he 1000% doesn't know what the word syllogism means. And that's part of the issue. Two, he doesn't know how to debate, and that's why or he doesn't even understand his actual talking points that he's trying to go through. 100%.
Or he definitely doesn't know how to debate. Like, let's just.
Oh yeah, that one's beyond it. So that's why he has to engage in ad homs.
A lot of people are stupid, but like he's really stupid.
Yeah.
Like it's not even modus ponens, right? If P then Q, P therefore Q. He didn't even provide it in that way. That one I could have done a little better. Like if he did modus ponens. I hate the phrases. I wish they were simpler. Jeff is potentially going to do a thing in the Discord about syllogisms, like just literally walking people through it for a lecture.
Oh, I would love that.
But it's just really embarrassing for you, Matthew. Here, we'll give you one more chance. We'll give you one more chance. You know, we're all about helping the underprivileged here. So we'll try to help you out. You know, you're an inner city youth who probably didn't have Hillary Swank show up to teach you how to read, you know? So let's try to do this here. I'm going to give you the chance again. I'd love your syllogism, whether it's an insult or a syllogism to prove God exists. I'd love one of those. So you're unmuted. You heard the beep. That was you unmuted. Let's go. Let's hear it this time. P1, what is it?
Ooh,
what's up? Hey, guys. I think we got off on the wrong foot.
P1, what is it?
I just want to apologize. I don't think
don't care about your apologies. P1, what is it?
Stupid.
I could care less.
Okay,
P1,
well, I just want to let you know that. Okay, well, I understand,
P1,
but I apologize
P1,
for calling you a big, fat, stupid, milk-eating
P1,
dumbass.
P1, don't care.
Fucking
P1,
idiot.
what is it? What's
I'm
the P1?
sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say any of that.
Don't
My
care.
bad.
What's
I
the
apologize.
P1? Mute it again.
Mute him real quick.
You can't even provide a P1. That's embarrassing.
I actually have something for this, and I forgot about this.
Oh, heard.
It sounds like you're projecting your fatness or your body insecurity on me.
And hold on. And sorry, Jovan, I honestly think this guy is attracted to you, and that's why he keeps talking about your body. So
listen, sir, you're not beating the allegations that you're attracted to me right now with your attempt at ad hominems.
Yikes. Matthew, are you attracted to me?
Likes it.
Matthew, I unfortunately will not date you. You're not my type. Now, your dad, on the other hand.
Ayo.
I might fuck your dad. But you, Matthew, I would say I'd fuck your mom, but the way you're behaving, it's very clear you don't have one. So I can't fuck her. She left. But I could fuck your dad. He would have to be a willing participant, which I'm sure he is. But I would do it. Now, Matthew, I'm just wondering if you have the syllogism now. Let's unmute. Let's hear if he got the syllogism. Matthew, you have the syllogism?
What is that?
What is a syllogism?
Explain it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
you have failed the education test. I can't debate people who are still in kindergarten. See ya.
Damn.
Doobity doop. Doop.
I think my other one from that conversation was pretty funny too, because they were talking about like experience. So heads up.
Your experience of, let's just say, fucking your sister isn't the same experience of me fucking my boyfriend.
I say weird shit on live. I'm sorry, guys. And my people clip me. But that also sounded
YouTube,
like
I'm just gonna change. I'm gonna change the YouTube to members only chat right now, just to head off the
spammer.
Yeah, it'll just be to head off the spammers. Live chat, participant modes. Who can send messages? Anybody. Or no, it's anyone. We're gonna change it to members. Sorry, we'll let non-members talk again in a couple minutes, but to head off the bots, we're gonna set it to members only chat right now. That should
when
get rid
you
of them.
said syllogism, he thought ejaculatory. fucking hell.
You think?
Y'all doing it. That's
You
probably
think
funny.
so?
I wish I could take credit for that one. That was I'm gonna mess that up. So I'm not gonna say the name. New Waybick. I just said it anyway. I had a whole
Oh, I
moment.
could have also turned on slow mode. Will, when we come back, we'll do like 10 minutes of this and see where we left off. When we come back, we'll do some slow mode.
Gagged while laughing. You're welcome. I apparently made Billy Sipes gag while laughing. I'm so sorry, Billy. Don't die.
Yeah, don't kill Billy any
Don't
earlier
die.
than he has to die.
You already thought that-
219-327-8005. Hopefully you're smarter than Matthew if you're going to call in. Would love that. I would love
It's
you
a
to be
very
smarter
low
than
bar.
Matthew. The bar is on the fucking floor to be smarter than
Yeah.
Matthew. Real talk.
You guys just have to hop over, or you don't even have to hop. You can just walk over, 1 foot in front of the other, and you're there. I don't know how Matthew lived to be 33 years old.
Who knows?
Oh, not Jimmy coming in and
What happened?
what's up, Jimmy? That's funny. Look at your tube chat. I guess he really wants to type in the chat.
That's funny.
We love Jimmy. # snow never melts. That was earlier.
Oh, he texted me. And that's probably why he's here.
Thank you, Albert. No.
All right, let's bring up the next person.
Are you trying to be like the Grudge now?
No, I was typing something. All right, let's bring our next guest. Coming up next to stream is Chris. Chris is calling from Arizona to talk about topic number 5, God not being real. Chris, if you can hear me, please provide me with your age and pronouns.
Hey guys, it's Chris. I'm a guy and I'm 35.
All right, Chris, what are your guy pronouns?
Fantastic.
Please?
Oh, sorry. He, him. Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much. All right, Chris. I'm an atheist. Ari's agnostic. I don't believe God is real. Do you disagree? And if so, why?
Yeah. For my framing, I always look at like the complexity of life. You can kind of take the complexity in like any direction, meaning like atoms or nature or stars or suns, or like you can kind of take it any direction. And to me, complexity of life speaks to authorship, and then that authorship speaks to a God, would kind of be like the structure of the argument.
Sure. What proof would there be that complexity leads to authorship specifically? Like, what's your reasoning for this?
To me, like if I view a complexity, like just for example, like a car engine, right? Or like I built cabinets or like whatever, like a table saw. Like when I see complexity in life, I see authorship behind that complexity. So like if you look at like how like a table saw works and the engine inside that, the complexity of that engine speaks to an authorship of a creator to that engine. And then I use that same framework to look at the complexity of life.
You sort of just restated that though, but like who's to say that life couldn't be complex through natural processes? Like I would say life especially is probably complex due to thousands of years of adaptation.
I've thought about that. I've always wondered if like time is like the hero, for lack of a better word for that argument. Just meaning like, yes, it's complex, but it took a long time. That to me doesn't fit. Does that make sense? Like maybe that wasn't spoken well enough, but to me it's like just adding time to a situation doesn't solve that problem in my mind, if that makes sense.
Well, but for life it would. If over time something is consistently adapting, then yeah, time would absolutely solve that problem.
Would you not then like the clockwork God? I'm probably butchering that analogy, but just saying like a God that, and I don't even know if I believe this exactly, but like to me, the time doesn't really, like you still need a moving force even in that analogy. Like I'm not sure if I agree with. Why
don't
does the
moving
with that
force
analogy.
need to have a mind?
Say that one more time.
Why would the moving force need to have a mind?
Why would the moving force need to have a mind? Because to me, I think you need. Can I just rephrase it? Like in your world, like what? And this is not a gotcha question. This is just genuinely curious. Like, what is like? How does it? What's like there's no prime mover in your world then, right? In your worldview?
There could be a prime mover. I would argue that the prime mover probably doesn't have a mind. When I say God, I define God as a being with a mind and intention. If you're saying that if we're saying there's some prime mover that started everything, but it's mindless, then I wouldn't call that God. I would say that's some level of nature, not as in saying that nature created itself, but it's some natural process that happened that sparked everything. But I would say that like if it's a mindless operation with no intention, then that's all I'd mean by saying it's natural.
And then if it's a mindless operation with no intention, and then so the distinction there, which is fair, your distinction you're making is you don't think there's a sentient prime mover God behind this. Correct. This is just nature naturing itself, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, not until somebody provides me evidence of the mind.
And then, out of curiosity, what would be sufficient evidence for that? And I don't mean to overspeak. Sorry, I'm just curious.
Yeah. I was going to tell you why. I was going to tell you why I don't believe anything is sufficient. But like, if I were to be given evidence for an intentional mind, I actually would think we would need to see a lot less complex processes, right? Like things should be able to just happen just because they happen. If it's coming from a mind, like, right? Like it doesn't make sense to me that a mind would create us as beings who can't live on 70% of the planet. Right? Why wouldn't we have like, I would argue that like if we had gills, much more like that would be a little bit more, right? If we're talking about a mind, then I would say a mind creating a Goldilocks zone doesn't make sense either. Right? Why would the hospitable zone of planets? Like that doesn't make any sense to me that a mind would operate the universe in that way.
Like I've thought of a similar. Well, sometimes like I try to take out my opinions of the matter. Like meaning like I try not to view the world through the framework of like my liking something. Meaning like I don't like that you have to go to a gym to get in shape, or you have to work out to get in shape. Like if I were to design a world, I would design it differently. But because I would design it differently does not disprove the fact that there is a designer. Does that make sense? Like my preferences of what I think the world should be, because they run counter to how the world is, to me, that doesn't negate the author still. I can still have an opinion of the author's work, but there's still an author that I can... Does that make sense? I don't know if that was worded well, but my opinion of the matter doesn't negate the fact that there is an author.
Your opinion of the matter doesn't negate the fact that there's an author.
Right. Yeah. So, like, just circling back to your argument of, like, I think, well, why don't we live on? Why can we only live on 30% of the surface or 70%? I might have flipped those two. Right. Well, that argument to me doesn't negate the authorship argument. That's just your preference on the matter.
Yeah. Hey, just 1 second. I'm gonna pause you for 1 second.
No worries.
Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna put you on mute. Hey guys, just really quickly. There's something to know about when you reach the YouTube level that I have, and you have direct contacts to YouTube and people on YouTube. It becomes pretty easy when you have evidence of somebody botting you with the N-word with users to give that person's channel to your direct contacts at YouTube. So Skippy, I just hope you enjoyed your channel, because you're not going to have it for much longer. You've clearly violated TOS, and I'm just going to drop you to my YouTube contacts. So have fun, bud. Let's go back to the conversation with Chris.
Damn.
All right, Chris, we're back. Sorry about that.
No worries.
All right, so we were just remind me where we were at in the argument.
That's a great question. Essentially, just it was like the circling back to the argument that you made of saying it's all that divine creator, or not divine. I'm even taking that out of the argument. I'm trying to take like just God, just capital G God. I'm not distilling down to one religion. just like it's odd that a god would create a world where you can only live on 30% of it, right? Well, to me, because you disagree with the creation, that doesn't negate the creator. There still is in my worldview, there still is a prime mover. There is still like a substrate to all this. And because I disagree with certain elements that have arisen out of it, doesn't negate the substrate prime mover argument in my framing.
Well, so here's the bit of the issue where we're at right now. Right now, we're both just sort of setting up assumptions, which is fine because like this is just kind of where we're at with deductive reasoning anyway. My assumption is that a being with a mind would create the universe or people in a way that is like essentially perfect for life. Like you would set up perfect conditions for all of these things. When I then look at the age of the earth, when I look at the way the earth is formed versus our being on the earth, when I look at all of these things, I want to see, hey, does the way we survive on the planet, does the way we survive on the planet, how long the years, does this equate to that perfectly designed for life? Because especially if we're talking God, I don't know what denomination you might believe in, if any, but especially if we're like talking God, especially if we're talking like the Christian God, it would appear that he would have to have created the universe for us specifically. If you're saying, hey, could a God with a mind exist who poofed the universe into existence and then pieced the fuck out? That could be the case, right? It's much more plausible to me to say that like God snapped his fingers, created the universe, set it in motion, like boom, there's the Big Bang.
Right, like
I did nothing.
Right.
But then I go back to it doesn't seem like that's what a being with a mind would do. And a being with a mind would specifically create with an intention. That's not intention. That's just boom and I'm out.
That's just boom. Could you expand on that just like, meaning like, I'm trying to like formulate a response to that. So you look at the world surrounding you and you view it through the framework of like, we adapted to this world around us. Can you expand on that just a touch? I'm just curious a little further on that framework is all. I'm trying to formulate my response to
that. Sure. If we're going, like I said, I don't know your denomination, so I usually tackle Christianity because that's sort of the main thing here. If we are saying the universe was created, God created the universe and he created it for us to have the perfect conditions in which life could exist. One, why would those perfect conditions had to have taken billions of years? He could have created the universe with the perfect conditions at the start, right?
Can I just, and I don't mean to jump in antagonistically. Why are you using that framing of perfect? Just out of curiosity, like meaning my life's pretty good, right? Like I have a wife and kids.
When I say perfect, I say perfect conditions for life, I just mean like not that we're living perfect lives, just that the conditions in which life could actually come into existence and thrive would have to be some, and this is if we're operating under the mind framework, right? Like my actual belief is life, existence isn't perfect for life. Life adapted to existence to survive in it. Right, it's like I would like when I put water in a bottle. Like water takes the shape of the bottle, so life would have taken the shape of whatever conditions it thrives in.
No, that's a fair. I get that framing. I almost look at like sequentially in my world view is complexity. To me, this is like my framing, right? Like complexity speaks to authorship. Authorship speaks to a God, and I think if there is a God, I think he would want to reach out to a conscious being. And what is the means that this God is reaching out to this conscious being? And so like I almost have like an if this then that structure to like how I view God. And so it's like it's kind of that order to things. And then that's like the path that I'm on currently of like it's kind of that sequential order to like arrive where I'm at currently, if that makes sense.
So here's my only thing is like if that's the case, if God created the universe so that he could communicate with conscious beings, again, why did it take billions of years for conscious beings to show up?
Honestly, to that point, I don't know. There's some points that I am agnostic on. That is a point that I can concede. It's almost like I concede like smaller arguments, but still hold on tightly to like the broader argument, if that makes sense. Like some things as to that, I'm not sure. and maybe this isn't an interesting debate, but I don't know. So on that point, I don't know in terms of the timeline. I can't speak to that. But what I can speak to is consciousness. To me, like they like Sam Harris's of the world, like label it the hard problem. I do view it as a hard problem. Meaning, like if you were to expand the brain out to like the size of like a sawmill or a cabinet shop, right? Like you take your brain, you expand it out. Well, where's consciousness within that structure, right? Like you can't point to it. Like where's consciousness within the brain? Where's your user experience within the brain? In my worldview, there's almost like a magic light quality to consciousness. And because there's a magic light quality to consciousness, it just, to me, speaks to like, well, I mean, I would assume then God's conscious, right? And this is my framing. I'm not trying to transpose it onto others. I'm just saying that's my framing of like, we have this magical, insane gift that is consciousness, and we live in this crazy, beautiful world. To me, it speaks of an author, or there's like an author trying to reach out to you, for lack of a better framing. Like that's my, and that's a journey that I've been on for years of kind of just, and becoming a father, like that really hammered it home too, of like, my goodness, like to see it in that framing too. So that's like the sequence of events to arrive where I'm at currently.
Yeah. So this is making a lot of presuppositions that I don't necessarily know I'd agree to without a bit more grounding. So the idea that what's the grounding that consciousness couldn't form via some natural process?
I don't, well, it just sounds like hippie woo-woo stuff if I jump into this side of things. I try to be logical in my framing.
Woo-woo, bro.
But
yeah, we like
no,
woo-woo
but like
hippies.
it's just, yeah, that's fine. I don't know. There's like in my, and I've done I don't know, like in my world, consciousness and experience of the world is magical. We grow up, we wake up on a rock that flies around a nuclear explosion, and we just take it for granted. It's crazy. I'm like, it's all magic, man. Anywhere you look. So that's the framing that I look at it. Like I understand, and that's something that I was trying to formulate earlier, and I couldn't quite do it. Sometimes I feel, and I'm not saying you guys are, I'm just saying as a broad category. And one, I appreciate the tone of the discussion, but sometimes I feel like, well, it's almost like certain atheists, and again, not you guys, but just certain atheists, it's like they're trying to decipher a book, and they're reading the book, and they finally can stitch together some sentences, and they're happy and proud that they can stitch together these sentences, which they should be. It's amazing, like a scientific discovery or some analogy there, right? Coding the DNA strings, all the amazing stuff that we've done. And we can then say, well, we understand how the world works, or we understand how this part of the world works. I can't view that without the broader lens of like, well, yeah, but you're reading this book that an author wrote. Like, man, maybe that was horribly, but that's the framework of which I see the world. So sometimes when I see like discoveries, and it's like, yeah, but that doesn't negate the authorship of that. You just have like a scientist god that like makes DNA. Like that's cool. Like that's the framework of how I view it. And I apologize.
Yeah, but again, it seems like we're. I mean, this is my bigger issue with most when we get into most metaphysical things. It seems like everything comes back to God of the gaps. Right? It's like we're not too sure the natural process of this thing, so we're back to, well, it must have been some conscious creator without really like.
Right.
Like
and that's fair.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No. That's I still, and the only reason I hopped in is because sometimes even the God of the gaps argument, like I don't even like. Dude, I don't even need the gaps. Give me the whole thing. Like, it's all crazy. Like, atoms is crazy to me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, meaning, like, because we understand because we understand, sometimes it's like, how would you word it? Like, I almost try to, like, frame it like when I'm talking to my kid. Like, just because you're born into a miracle, it's still a miracle. Just because we understand certain mechanistic qualities of the miracle.
What are you considering a miracle to be? Like, because if we're just saying like
kind of all of it, dude,
the existence of life, I wouldn't call that a miracle. I'm going back to. At least from the evidence that I've seen, abiogenesis seems to be the most likely culprit for the existence of conscious life.
And excuse my ignorance, what is abiogenesis?
It's just a scientific theory of life stemming from non-life, basically non-living. I'm probably going to butcher this, but it's fine. Non-living molecules present themselves with specific, not proteins. That's not the word I'm looking for. What's that word? Not proteins. There's another word that I'm thinking of, but essentially they duplicate. They get in contact with amino acids, with certain proteins and amino acids, and then they duplicate into living molecules, like living cellular life. I don't know it off the top of my head. Forrest knows it a bit more than I do. He's is Skeptalk still live right now? I may send you to them. I may send you to them after. Skeptalk might still be live, and Forrest is an evolutionary biologist, so if he's still live, I might send you over there once you finish with us.
Is that directed to me? You'll send me over there? Sorry, you broke up for a second. Is that
because like I said,
I wholeheartely appreciate it. I do have to pick up my kid, so I'm just being mindful of time. So I mean it respectfully. I respectfully say no. But that's fair. Like even just piggybacking on that thought, like yeah, so my framework of the world that I live in is just, I hate to reiterate it, but it's just kind of I hold to certain beliefs quite firmly. And the firmly held belief is that kind of sequential order that I touched on earlier. So I will plead ignorance on a lot of like the evolution stuff. I get it. Like I'll defer to others. The fact that we are conscious beings talking to each other respectfully, which I genuinely appreciate. The fact that we're in this is like there's like a big riddle out there and we're all trying to solve it. And so I think that's like, that kind of circles back to like religion. I think a lot of religion is trying to solve this like weird mystery that we were all born into, and we're trying to solve these riddles. And so that's kind of the framework. That's like the broader framework to how I view
I get
things.
that, and I understand the thought process, but like it just seems like we're trying to fit a mind into this riddle when there is just as much evidence of a non-conscious agent. Right. Like if I'm going to say like God, because my bigger issue with the mind is we get back into this thing where like, well, where did God come from? God is just this like when we talk about the mover argument, like the first mover, God is just this first mover that puts everything in motion, but he himself spawned out of the nothingness. Like he just existed.
Right.
What's to say that the universe couldn't have just done that as the universe? Right, the universe just spawns out of existence and just begins. Like I see just as much evidence for that as
it is
God,
something.
you know?
As someone, oh sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I think that I do hear that, and that does not fall flat on me. The critique of like, well, who created God? I'm not saying that's exactly what you said, but that's kind of like a facsimile to that. Like, where did God come from? I will concede the fact that I am playing with a different set of rules when I talk about God, meaning. I don't know, but he's always been there, dude. Just because I can't grasp, my little brain can't function in that. So I do concede that. So sometimes when I try to talk with like buddies or like when we like interact, like there are certain points that I have to concede. Like, yeah, where did God come from, dude? I got no idea. That's a different. I'm playing, but I'm playing by a different set of rules there, and I do see that argument, and I do concede that, meaning like. Yeah, I get it. It's tough to argue against, or not argue against it. I'm not saying it from that framework, but I do hear what you're saying in that context. And I apologize if that was rambly, but.
No, anyway. You're fine. I would say if you do have time, I would give a call to Skeptalk. They're live on the line right now. If you don't have time, that's fine. I just know that Forrest can get into a little more on abiogenesis than
I'll
I
can.
off.
So it's Skeptalk, SKEP. Skeptalk?
Yep, it's on the channel Q&A line. Q&A line. Well, actually, I don't know if it's just the line now. Yeah, it's at Q&A line.
I appreciate
they're
that
live
very
right.
much.
They're live right now. I don't know how many callers they have. I can actually go and check that, but they're live right now.
Look.
If you specifically,
I will respectfully hop off just to pick up the kiddo. But I just in summation, one, I appreciate the tone and discussion that we had, and two, I appreciate the discussion. That's all.
Yeah,
so
no problem,
I appreciate
man.
you guys. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you.
All right, have a good one.
Have a good one.
You too.
Someone said they'll pray for us, and to that I have to say, hail Satan.
True.
Have fun with that.
Does Jimmy know you're agnostic?
Well, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he does. That was actually, I told him up front, and it's like, I am leaning more towards atheism every single day.
So. Dude, that kid fucked up live streaming his
he live streamed the whole thing.
His spam raid. Like he really fucked up with that one.
That was pretty fucking dumb. And he finally stopped streaming.
That was a real stupid thing.
He finally stopped restreaming the stream. So
well, yeah, they just went to another one. So I mean, he fucked because I'm gonna just send this to my guy, my YouTube guy. I'm just gonna be like, hey, here you go. Gets cooked.
like,
don't
okay,
live
bro.
stream you guys violating
Terms
TOS,
of service.
okay?
Yeah.
might be the thing. We are in slow mode right now, yeah. If I have to put it back to members only, I will. Be it. Thank you so much for the Venmo. Said for the Hillary Swank bit, chef's kiss. Yeah, I was proud of that one too. Let's see what we got. Somebody put in a bingo board. Let's see. Jovan is muted. Was I muted at some point?
No.
Ooh, rip. Cat ears we got. Logical fallacy we got. Pay to kick we got. Caller references
at the very
previous
beginning.
call. We got.
You were at the very beginning. Muted.
I was at the very beginning muted?
Yep.
When?
You like at the very beginning, like you went to talk
like
and then you're like, oh, I'm muted.
Oh shit. Never mind. Josh,
Yeah.
Sarah, you won bingo. That's a bingo, buddy. You won. Congratulations.
Okay. Sorry. Yep. I helped y'all out, but yeah.
Damn. 219-327-8005. We still got time if you want to call in. There was a good conversation with Chris. I'm very much getting into when it comes. I know you don't as much care for the God debates as I do.
Just I more learn from them, and it's specifically the God is real part where they're just talking about if God is truly existing or not. That one I will honestly say I lose interest in, but I will listen. I could not repeat any of your arguments very well though.
I actually have started to take it in the route that I did today, where it's like I don't know why there can't just be you're not as into the metaphysical debates as I am. I would love like somebody wants to call in about strict theology. I do love strict theology. That with all the videos I've seen of Jovan, you could make a whole channel of all the times he mutes himself. God damn, bro.
I mean, it's really easy to do. Y'all don't understand.
Well, it's just because I press the button and then forget about it.
Yeah, that's exactly how it goes. You have to. Sometimes you just need someone to remind you.
I gotta invite Ari to one of the next episodes of Ratioed. I have the perfect Ratioed episode in my back pocket. Chat. I don't know if I've told Chad about this. I don't even know if you know what the show is.
I don't. I'm about ready to go to your channel.
Ratioed is a game show that I do sometimes with some of our online friends, and where we debate like pop culture stuff. So we've done best superhero and we've done best sitcom.
Oh, that one. Yeah. Okay.
And we did best
seeing
anime.
that in the.
I want to do best fictional boy band. I think that's. It might even be. We might even be able to do best like fictional music act. And I think I have a defeater, like a heavy defeater.
Some of them I guarantee I would have to look up. I don't watch. I'm so bad at this, but I get what you're saying. You're talking about like Saja Boys.
Jimmy said I'm waiting for Javon to end so I can talk about an idea I have with him. As soon as we're done, we'll probably be done soon. We got to see if we get any callers. 219-378-005. Boys 12. Boys 12 is good. It's not the best.
Boys 12. I've never even heard of that.
From American Dad. Saja Boys is a weak pick. All y'all picking Saja Boys is weak. I'm picking Four Town, dude. Four Town? Come on.
I don't know those. I just don't know those other ones. Four Town would be sick.
Four Town put Saja Boys to sleep. They wish. I did like the Hillary Swank joke I made. Yeah.
Boom, shakalaka. Hillary Swank was good.
Hatsune Miku is hilarious. Look at the numbers she pulls. That's funny. Is it ethically wrong to use multiple bingo cards? Yes.
Like 3. Oh my gosh. But you specifically said boy bands. So Hatsune Miku wouldn't qualify.
Well, I said we could probably do musical acts too. If we were doing just musical acts, fam, I'd probably choose Powerline. I don't think you're beating Powerline for fictional music acts.
Oh, I'm gonna look
Goofy movie? Goofy movie?
Not heard them.
Powerline's one man. Is Goofy movie. Tevin Campbell.
S Club 7 is a crazy pick.
Oh.
Ari, I
Yeah,
apologize for your childhood. Yo, me too.
yeah, I've never seen the Goofy movie. Honest to
Oh,
God.
Hex Girls is a good fucking pick. Shit, Hex Girls is a good pick.
Hex Girls. Yeah.
Ari, what did you do as a kid?
Hex Girls. Yeah, I don't recognize
You
that
ain't
either.
watched the Goofy movie. You ain't watched Scooby Doo. What was you doing?
Let's
Don't answer
see.
that. Don't
Yeah, I
answer
don't
that.
know. I was engaged when watching anime, if I'm being honest. Lots and lots of anime. So I didn't watch cartoons.
We got some calls screening right now, so we'll see. We'll see about them.
Sorry, I'm so strange. I can't help you. No, they don't look familiar. That doesn't mean I haven't.
You know what I just realized?
I'm not good at these.
Oh,
What's that?
This dumb motherfucker who stream sniped us called me. How smart?
Yeah.
Do you think he was smart enough to use a VoIP, or do you think the
Probably
dumbass
not
called
for
with
the
his
first
real
call.
number?
Not for the first call. That was you did figure out who it was, right? Because I think Fuzzy said it in the
Yeah, I'm gonna call his mom. Hold on, I'm gonna look at my call log.
Fuzzy just said he uses Google Voice.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
How do you know? Oh, he would have
I
done it on
assume
stream
because
probably.
Both
Oh, he's
Fuzzies,
lucky.
yeah, creeping.
He's lucky. Lucky. We got calls screening right now. One of them's call. Oh, yes, we got a call screening about a topic I love. I love all the topics, just not all equally.
I mean, that's
As a comic
fair.
fan and trans advocate, what is your thoughts on the Petra Parker fan trend? What the fuck is that? Ice Axe, can you tell me what that is? What is Petra Parker?
I gotta read that now. What? What stream was that in?
Multiverse Peter Parker who is trans. Oh.
Oh.
Okay. What? Oh,
Interesting.
Sure.
I mean, that's
The
cool.
multiverse is infinite, so there would probably be a trans Spider-Man somewhere. But Petra, terrible name. You can't just swap the name. Also, isn't there a Petra Parker? There is a female version of Peter Parker, but she's not trans.
The female version of Spider-Man?
No. In an alternate universe, Peter Parker. Oh, it is Petra Parker. Why are we saying Petra Parker is trans? She's in a universe where she's what?
Where she just I don't. So she would just be a woman.
Okay, so
right?
there's just a fan interpretation of her being trans.
Oh,
I mean,
interesting.
interpret anything how you want to. Go nuts. Skippy called the line earlier too. Did he stream that? Jimmy, we should talk. Okay.
Dudes
If you called the line
not
too,
smart.
we can really get his ass. All right, we got a call. They're calling about gender affirming care. Let's do it.
Ooh,
Coming up to stream, we have John. John is calling from Tennessee to talk about topic number 2. Trans kids deserve gender affirming care. John, if you can hear me, please provide me with your age and pronouns.
30 and he.
30 and he. All right, John, we believe trans kids deserve gender affirming care. Do you disagree? And if so, why?
So the reason I disagree is because I'm very strong in the opinion of kids are kids. I don't know how you define them as trans kids. I don't know if there's a definitive definition of that. So I'm confused at it because I don't think any adults should put their presumptions and their thoughts on kids because they're just kids.
Mm-hmm. Well, what makes you think that adults are putting their assumption on kids?
Well, the whole idea of like a quote unquote trans kid, I really don't even get. I don't think that's coming from kids. That's coming from adults.
Well, what do you think?
Pushing that idea.
Separate kids. What do you think a trans person is?
An adult that has decided to do something with their identity and their body.
That was very vague. Can you be a bit more pointed?
Yeah, I mean, it's an adult who has a certain gender identity and, personality.
Right. So let me
sexual
try to,
and things like that.
well, sexuality has nothing to do with it. So let me try to to paint it for you a little differently. So when we say somebody's transgender, what we're saying is that their gender identity, so their internal sense of self, specifically the way gender identity is defined in neurology, is your subconscious perception of your internal perception of your sex and the way that sex is oriented in your body. So we're saying that this gender identity does not align with the sex they were assigned at birth. So if you have somebody who is a trans woman, she might have been born and assigned the sex male, but her internal sense of self doesn't align with this. This is just what it means to be trans or to have some form of gender incongruence. Would you agree with my assessment there?
Yeah, that's reasonable.
Okay, great.
But I have a question on that, unless you want to keep going.
No, go ahead. Ask your question.
So how, like, a lot of times kids go through phases. Maybe it's just like a short little phase. Maybe they think they're different and they want to express themselves in a certain way, but then they end up changing their minds completely.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think that's happened?
So that we can look into. So we actually know the numbers of desistance and detransition, both of which are rare. Desistance was a bit more common when it wasn't classified as gender dysphoria, but it was gender identity disorder. Now that we classify these things under gender dysphoria and we have more strict guidelines of diagnosing gender, specifically gender dysphoria, the desistance rates have dropped low. So if it was the case that kids would grow out of this and it would be a phase, we would see higher detransition rates than we do, which we see at about a rate of 3%. We would see much higher than that if this was just a phase kids were going through.
Okay. 3% does seem like, obviously it's not a ton, but I mean, that still could be pretty significant.
That I mean, we're thinking about like a couple hundred kids maybe, right? Because we would be looking at the amount of kids who are diagnosed with gender dysphoria, the amount of them who are then given, because we're talking detransition specifically, the amount of them who are then allowed to access gender affirming medical care, and then the amount of them that are detransitioning off of that. Which, I mean, I have the numbers, jovanbradley.com/resources in my library, gender affirming care. Let's pull it up because it will just make our lives easier. So if we look at just specifically the treatment numbers, we know that only 17,151 children were even given a gender dysphoric diagnosis. That was between 2018 and 2022. So that's 17,151. Divide that by, what is that? 18, 19, 20, that's 5 years. So that's about 3,430 a year. And we're saying of that, probably we're looking at, on the high end, 3% detransitioning. So what is 3% of 3,430? I can't do math. Ari, go.
3% of, what was the primary number? Sorry.
3,430.
Oh, wow.
Or something?
Yeah, that's
we're looking,
not a lot.
We're looking
at all.
on the
That's
high
be
end. On the high end, 102 kids potentially detransitioning, just socially detransitioning. It's even lower when we want to talk about detransitioning when it comes to medical affirming care. When it came to medical gender affirming care, it's like less than a percentage of people detransition medically, in like a permanent detransition.
Okay, but do you think those numbers are exactly right? I mean, what if people don't report it?
They're the best numbers we have. There's no, like, is it exactly right? Who knows? Anything can be off in variation, but we don't have any other numbers to go with that are as accurate as these. We're always going to go with the best numbers that we have in anything, right? This would be any healthcare or any real social decision making.
Okay, that's fair. Well, I don't want to take too much of your time. My only hope and point is that just for those few people that are negatively impacted, maybe I don't know, I would just advocate for maybe waiting a little extra time before they decide something too drastic. I don't know if people are getting surgeries, young kids. I think I've heard of that, but that's kind of my only point.
So when we say these children should wait, right? When we're going like, well, they should just wait. We should give them time and they should wait. Like, what do you? Okay. When somebody has gender dysphoria, what they're experiencing is they're experiencing stress. Gender dysphoria, any dysphoria is a stress, and the stress of this is tied directly to the phenotypic representation of their sex not aligning with their internal sense of their gender identity. So the issue that we see in youth, in minors and kids, is that they go through puberty. Now, gender dysphoria exacerbates severely during puberty because you have people like who are prior to puberty, prepubescent boys and girls, their bodies are essentially the same, right? Their hormone levels tend to be the same, things like that. Once puberty starts, you have the influx of male or female hormones, which then influences the way your body changes. So if you have a trans girl, she's going to start getting a more defined jawline. She's going to grow hair in places like her face, her voice is going to start dropping. All of these things just exacerbate gender dysphoria. It makes it worse. So this is such a pivotal time that when we tell kids to just wait, what we're doing is we're setting them up for essentially to suffer more. And if you go to my research document, it's jovanbradley.com/library, in my gender affirming care section, there are studies about how when we make kids wait, it actually is worse for them. Their gender dysphoria gets worse. So I just think it's better to provide them this treatment that through studies we found to be safe and effective, and go from there.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I just wanted to ask just a couple of those simple questions, but yeah, I appreciate your answers. So I'll let you go. Move on to the next call.
All right,
Thanks.
No problem then, Joe. Thanks for calling in.
Bye. See you. Bye.
All right, John.
I like that. Love it when people are polite about it. Also, just the idea that it's so crazy that they always bring up, like, let kids be kids. We're indoctrinating them. And yet it's the same party that wants to have kids work at the age of 14 in Florida in warehouses and manufacturing and everything like that specifically. Yay. Thank you, Ron DeSantis, for trying. Also, let kids be kids wants to show them heterosexual leaning cartoons and nothing to do with anyone that could be any other sexual orientation. Yeah.
I think it's my issue is to be like, we need to let kids be kids, but a kid who's suffering through gender dysphoria can't. They don't have the ability to be a kid. They're going through it's the same with kids who are going through like severe depression, or kids who are going through severe anxiety, through social disorders. Like, those kids don't have the chance to be a kid. And we know through the numbers, again, jovanbradley.com/library. We know through, I'm going to plug my fucking source document any chance I can get. By the way, the gender and sex section is finished. So we have 3 full sections. The rest are still to come. But we know that when we look at the well-being of these things, that just overall well-being gets better. It just gets better through gender affirming care. 80% reporting rate of improved quality of life. Like, there's nothing. One of the things I think I am going to do on my source document, the limitations part, I put that in there to be transparent about studies, but I think it kind of bites us in the ass, because the limitation on most trans studies are not actually limitations. So when we say like evidence quality is low, like these studies don't have randomized control groups, which most of the things is that they don't have a randomized control group. It's because it would be completely unethical to have a randomized control group in
in monitoring this. This isn't the type of thing where we give somebody the drug and then we don't give them the drug and tell them we did. That's unethical. This isn't like a headache medicine or something like that. So it's the same reason you can't do that with depression care and anxiety care. So I'm thinking of removing it because it doesn't address the actual things that would be actual limitations, like small sample sizes, or when we're following people for a couple years post transition, how long are they followed? How often are they surveyed? Things like that would be actual limitations, not just like there was no random control group. There's not in most of these things.
Yep. That's true.
219-327-8005. I love how that motherfucker turned his lives to members only after he ended it. Probably because he knows what's gonna come. And my other favorite thing is I was watching his chat. Like they were like, they can't take a joke. They can't handle potty humor. I'm like, y'all called me the N-word multiple times in my chat. That's not potty humor. Second of all, they were like, oh, he sounds like one of those people who are like, oh, my dad works for YouTube. No, when you are a partner on YouTube, you have more access to. Also, because I've gone to events that have had YouTube representatives there, I have phone numbers of YouTube people. This isn't like, oh, my uncle works for YouTube. No, this is just what happens when you get bigger and
called networking. It's called networking. That's all.
Like, you literally violated TOS's harassment policy. Like, what are you talking about? And then your attempt at ruining the stream didn't work.
No, you guys always attempt and fail so bad. And then the person that came back in and just like confirmed that it was him doing it, being like, so and so owns you. Just like, congratulations for admitting.
Yeah, that was dumb as fuck of you to do.
Like, y'all are doing so great. I assume I can expect the same on my channel later this week. So.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's cool.
They're gonna get you.
Yeah, if he's not gone by then.
Look, they're still going. Homie, we don't care. We'll just ban you. I really don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go to his YouTube channel, or I kind of want to see his YouTube channel go bye-bye. We'll see what happens. I'll send it to my people after I'm done streaming. It's so funny. Anyway, 219-327-8005. We can either sit for another 30 minutes or that could be the show today, right? Like this is my second live today, so I've done 2 streams already. We could try to hit we could try to hit the 30 minute mark to make it a 3-hour show.
3 hours? Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm used to it. I was just kidding. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something and I lost my train of thought. That's my normal, actually. Sorry, guys.
Your normal is losing your train of thought.
Yes, that's the ADHD and the odd ADHD. So that's my
another stream tomorrow. Podcast is tomorrow. Jimmy, what time is the podcast? He didn't answer me when I asked him what time is the podcast tomorrow.
Didn't he say in the group chat that it was gonna be? Well, no, that starts September. So. Never mind.
No, I asked him specifically tomorrow. Are we doing? Oh, he did say yeah. Still at 5 p.m., 4 p.m. He said yeah. Okay.
Gotcha.
So morning stream, evening will be podcast, and then I'll probably do a nighttime stream after the podcast as well. Or I'll go to sleep. We don't know which is going to happen. His chat dots the last 2 digits of my phone number. What?
What?
What does that mean? The one Rube? But also that wouldn't be doxing then. It's not identifying information.
With the 8005 number?
I don't know. I don't know. Somebody in chat
That's a
said
public
that.
number. Oh.
When are you gaming again with Arden and Matt? Arden's out of town, but she needs to get back so we can finish Big Walk, because that game is fucking great. I want to play it more.
I have no idea. Yeah. I'm not neurodivergent. I'm a neurodeviant. I like that. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I told him he was violating TOS. Oh, he 100% violated TOS.
Oh, did you call him? Did he have a number to call? I don't remember that.
No. The guy that was
The guy that was like sending his chat over here.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he just guessed 2 digits of your number? Okay.
Oh, yeah. He definitely was just throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what stuck.
It's what they usually do. I don't really
They
give a
got
fuck about the
nothing.
trolls. I'm just gonna mute them and move on.
Yeah.
But if
they
you
got
guys are
nothing.
like, God damn, Javon, you got called the N-word a lot. Hey, consider tipping on Cash App or Venmo, right? Especially if you're white and you want to say sorry, Javon, for having to put up with that.
God damn.
Yeah, I found some horror games I wanna fucking play too. Maybe
Oh, yeah,
I'll do
those aren't
that
my
tomorrow.
thing.
Because you and Jimmy are
8:30 to 11 p.m. Central Time. So that's 9:30 to midnight your time.
that's when you and Jimmy are streaming tomorrow.
Yes.
Maybe I'll just play a horror game after the podcast then.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Y'all and your horror games. Oh no. I literally okay, so you know the game The Last of Us? That is what it is, right?
Yeah.
It was free 1 month for PlayStation Now members or Plus or whatever they called it anymore. I downloaded it and my brother-in-law was like, "You should play this." And so I started playing it and I just couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't get past like the beginning to be like, "Yeah, my nerves are
Oh, dude,
I
the
don't
beginning of The
like."
Last of Us fucking broke me. First time I
It's
ever
so-
played that
it's so
shit, I
sad.
was sobbing. Oh
Bro,
my god.
It's so sad.
Does Ari play
I had
horror
a-
games? Probably not.
No. The answer is no. I do not. That's exactly what I'm explaining right now.
Arden doesn't either, but I make her for our gaming channel.
Yeah.
I gotta upload our first video. First video on Javarden Games getting uploaded tomorrow, so be ready for it. Javarden Games 1,000 years. Question for Ari, does she have her own Twitch stream anymore?
I
Anywhere.
do. Yeah. I have my own. I have Twitch. I'll be on it tomorrow.
Mermaid Ari, guys.
Yeah.
Red Dead. I have never finished Red Dead Redemption, Billy. Never finished it. I got spoiled for me. I know how it ends, but I never finished it. But The Last of Us, goddamn.
That
There's-
game is like so sad. It really is.
There are like 3 video games that have made me cry. The Last of Us. This game called Before Your Eyes. I was inconsolable at the end of that fucking game, dude. I was sobbing at the end of that game. Before Your Eyes is a game where it uses a camera to look at you. Like you use your camera. And in the game, you're like living through this boy's life. But every time you blink, time moves forward.
Oh.
And when I tell you I was a fucking mess, I was sobbing at the end of that shit. I was blubbering. I was like, I literally was like, I can't handle life right now. I have to go. Man, I've tried playing Outer Wilds. Oh, I did cry at Spider-Man. I agree. I've tried Outer Wilds multiple times, guys. I've yet to be able to get into it. All right, what do we think? We think we call it here? It's been a good good stream. We had plenty of we had decent calls. I'm gonna make plenty of cashola. Do I even take that I don't know that I should put the troll caller. I don't even know if I should upload that and give him the satisfaction. I'll think about it.
Probably not. Maybe
I'll
if
think
you
about
just
it.
post the parts where the clapping back on insults or just being like, you don't know what syllogism is or something. Your insults back to him.
How do you try to argue metaphysics and you can't even put together a coherent syllogism?
I mean, lack of critical thinking makes you think that you're good at everything.
Shit, true.
It really
guys,
does make people overconfident.
I'm gonna send you guys over to Skep Talk. I don't know how much longer they have on Skep Talk, but why don't you go over to Skep Talk? If you're watching on YouTube, and then Twitch, we'll do a raid over on Twitch. Sound good?
Hey yo.
All right, let me send YouTube first. Wait.
Well, they're actively in the middle of a conversation, so that works.
Yeah. Let me send YouTube over to Skep Talk first. Go have fun, YouTube. Have fun on Skep Talk. Bye.
Oh, and it says lines full instead of lines closed.
And then Twitch, let's find a raid. I love to raid.
Someone said I'm really